We live.
We talking about fictional, we talking about facts.
Live in the motherfucking flesh.
What we talking about? What we talking about real shit or we talking about rhymes? You talking about millions or you talking about mine? What we talking about?
We here. We are fucking here. Fresh.
I didn't know if it was gonna be today. I got out of this speaking engagement. I was like, damn, it's 1:45. The chat dead.
Yeah, I was laying in the bed watching BMF.
God bless you.
Well,
now you deserve better.
I went back to season 2. Season 1 and season 2 ain't bad at all. Yeah. It started going downhill in season 3.
When did Carisha pop up?
Season 3.
Yeah,
season 3.
Yeah, I was done with it at that point.
Yeah, and the wigs, like the costume. I'm a little upset with who was ever in charge of makeup, wardrobe. Not wardrobe. Wardrobe was straight, but motherfucking the costumes, the haircuts and shit. But yeah, I was laying in bed. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know what was what. I was going to throw a kite in the chat, at some point to see check the temperature, to see what niggas was on. But I wanted to get here this week anyway. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking about addressing some shit. You know what I mean? But I was like, you know what I mean? Like you said, cooler heads prevailed.
Yeah.
Throughout the week.
Yeah. Remember you said I saw.
Oh yeah. Good job. I'm glad you.
Still slightly feeling the way though. I ain't gonna front.
That's okay.
I ain't gonna front.
The game is the game.
The game is the game.
Yeah, but we've been doing this way too fucking long, like for anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like we pride ourselves in not really like doing that type of shit here.
I ain't never did it. You know what I mean? And
for what? Because you don't get nothing from it.
No, I mean I always pull from like personal experiences, but I mean I don't never really.
I feel like there's one person in particular we won't speak on that somebody used to take shots.
I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. It's not necessarily.
I mean, every now and then Reese can't control himself. He's gonna call out some tomfoolery, but he's not like about to dedicate.
And I won't front. I have been, I guess, somewhat where someone's attempted to call me, to the stage about some shit, but it's always like, oh, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, I ain't peep it was like that. You know what I mean? Like it ain't never been, let me get on here and kick XYZ's back in. You know what I mean? It just, or have a.
I'll just say like this. I'm going to speak in code.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The premiere. After the premiere.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, no, that's different. Yeah, that's different.
You gave out a spanking.
And that one, listen, I own up to that one. Like that one was done intentionally. Like I did that on purpose, like because I knew they listened to the show. You know what I mean? But to shoot me some bail, like I don't think I went like hard. I ain't say that. Yeah,
never that.
And that's my whole thing. Like, people can listen to the show. Like my brothers can listen to the show and be like, oh no, Reese talking about me. You know what I mean? Knowing that I done pull from a personal experience.
Right.
You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that I ain't never on here just kicking nobody's back in.
Never.
That's all I was saying, yeah. And that's how I took, what came my way over the week. I don't know, like just sometimes when certain people approach you with certain things, like it just make you looking like you think that you feel that way about me. You think I would do some shit like that to you? You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I took from that. But that's neither here nor there. Again, like I was saying though, like I think we really been doing this shit just way too long, like for people still to get it twisted or confused as to what it is that we doing, and it's still a like an entertainment, factor, that goes into the podcast. You know what I mean? It's a comedic factor that goes into the podcast.
Absolutely.
We pull from real personal experiences. We've all dealt with real shit in real time on the show. You know what I mean?
You think we have a comedic podcast?
Yeah, somewhat.
I think we
somewhat.
I think we do.
I do too.
I think it's more comedic than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's because we never want to come on here and be the podcast where we don't want to kick women's back in. You know what I mean? We could do that, but that's not what we're about. We definitely stay away from that. Yeah. Heavy, like we're heavy on that. Like we strive. We pride ourselves on like we're not.
I want no part. I see too much of it online, and I see how niggas get fried for doing it.
But I mean, even if niggas didn't get fried for doing it, I don't want to do it because I don't like it. Like that's not cool to me. Like you know what I mean? Certain shit just ain't. shouldn't be on the internet.
Right.
I agree.
You
know what I mean?
I agree.
So it's just like
and to be honest with you, I think each and every one of us has had life experiences that would merit
for sure
us coming on here and just
kicking the fucking door off the hinges.
But also, too, at the end of the day, you know what comes with that. You don't really get nothing out of that.
Right.
But people being fake nosy. I mean, not fake nosy. People being nosy and fake concerned. Motherfuckers act like they with you, but they really just.
And you welcome right into your business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's another reason why I don't go all the way into detail with certain shit. Like, I think about some shit that I want to, introduce, to our audience and be like, I can give them a pinch of this, a pinch of that. You know what I mean? Knowing that it could just leave them wondering. I wonder what Reese is talking about. You know what I mean? I wonder what Blaze is talking about. I wonder what Dez is talking about. Like, or it can be enough like, them niggas is funny as hell talking about that shit. Or because a lot of the times I get DMs and niggas like, man, I can relate to that scenario that you gave. You know what I mean? And even though I didn't give a full scenario, I just gave enough to where I know niggas can relate to it. I mean, because we human and we all go through pretty much the same shit, you know what I mean, at some point in time. So, yeah, I was just a little disappointed, you know what I mean?
That's okay, man. Yeah. We all fall victim.
Yeah, man.
We fall down.
What we talking about?
But we get
back up.
Facts. And got back up that day. You know what I mean? Got back up that day. But
those be the days you gotta just log out. You gotta just log out.
What we put on this board?
I just, you know what I mean?
Because it didn't change no color.
No. It's the second week in a row. Last week I let him slide. You know what I mean?
Tuesday, what's up?
Oh man, what's this? Just a little hydration.
Crystal Light influencer.
Just a little hydration.
I see you back on the yard. You went from yard dance to skinny dance.
Yeah.
Back to yard dance.
I'm thinking about doing more cardio. I ain't really been doing no cardio.
Yeah.
I want to get down. I want to lose
I'll be
like
doing
10,
the
15
workouts. I'll be in there getting the plates.
Yeah.
Get the metal boys. We ain't on that machine. Get the metal.
Yeah, for sure. But
I don't mind doing the like the plates and shit, but I be in the gym by myself. You know what I mean? You really need.
But see, that's the only time I'm only doing plates and shit when I'm with people. If I'm by myself, if I'm by myself, I do mostly just calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, and I just I'm really having fun with it, and I don't want to lose it, so I just go. Even the days I don't want to go, or the days I know niggas ain't gonna be there, I'm like, I gotta go.
You get your best workout sometimes on them days.
You do.
You don't want to go.
You do.
That's real.
I had a terrible May. Like I got sick. You know what I mean? And
that'd be the worst reason.
Sickness
you get
give
sick.
you an excuse not to go
It
too.
threw me all the way
and
off.
it fuck you up.
It threw me off
because you could be sick and like I get like a lot of like upper respiratory infections.
Yeah.
So it's like my body don't feel sick, but like the chest, I be congested.
Yep.
And those days, and then it's like, you feel me? You get to go to sleep, and then you be like, when you get up, you be all groggy, so you don't go. But then, like, sometimes them bitches could last for like 2 weeks for me. You feel me? And then it's like, and then you just watch all your games just go away. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Immediately. Like,
right.
You put in all that work, 2-3 months, and then you don't do some shit for 3 or 4 days, and it's like, back to square fucking one. At least that's what it be feeling like.
Absolutely.
It's not the case, but it's what it feels like.
Yeah, that shit brutal. We're gonna have a good show today though. I don't have much, so feel free, to chime in and throw whatever. You know how we typically do. Sometimes something to come up and we'll just go with it. But I do got a few things on the docket. We're gonna have some fun with it. I'm looking now because I didn't want to miss anything. What's up with y'all though? What's been going on? Like what's the latest? What's new?
Not much, man.
Chilling?
Yeah.
Still tapped into the current events in the industry?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit wild. Blaze, what's up with you?
Case getting wild.
Man, it's public speaking season for me.
I see. We was talking off mic. So is it pretty much like, is it like when they send you out, is it like a sales pitch, like they trying to get you to bring business into the branches or to the key, I should say?
Not necessarily, but what it is just like my mission of like education of home ownership inside of the community that we're in.
Yeah.
So it's more that I went and spoke in the middle of a Ghanaian church from Ghana.
Oh wow.
So it's probably 400, 500 people there.
It's a huge congregation.
It's that church over there. I'm saying, so on Cleveland Avenue going towards Schrock.
I do.
Was the strip club over there used to be
Cyrus?
It's like a hospital over there. It's not a hospital anymore. It's a church.
Oh, word.
So that's where it's at.
Oh, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. That used to be. That might have been used to be my grandmother and them's old church on Cleveland. I know exactly what you're talking about. And it almost get a vibe of it. It looked like a nursing home slightly riding past it. I think I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Yes, I was there, but
right before where B&M used to live off of Willamette or D-Wood.
After.
It's after. Okay,
it's after.
So this is what I'm talking about. Was before.
Yeah, it's after.
Okay.
And so if you think about where that strip club is at, over by the Home Depot, across the street from the McDonald's, it's over there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I spoke there on Friday. I spoke at downtown at the Renaissance, and then I had another event on Agro on Friday. I've just been moving around, and so it's just more about getting the word out there. I mean, it's marketing for sure, but
you get the same speech every time.
I never planned a speech.
Oh, word. Just get up to freestyle.
Just get up to freestyle.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I ain't do shit really this week. Oh, well, I did. Let me take that back. I celebrated my youngest. He finished his school year with honor roll all year, and I think his overall was like a 3.7. Nice. So we wanted to celebrate him. So we did some shit that he really enjoyed, which was we hit the Sakura. Is that how you pronounce it? The Japanese steakhouse over there by Sam's Club, right across the street. Yeah, we hit that spot over there. Which is outrageous, by the way. The price of them went just through the roof.
Went the roof over there?
Oh my God, like $230. Like, fuck y'all serving over here. Ain't nothing tasting 5 stars to me. You know what I mean? So yeah, we did that. And then after that, we went bowling. So we had a good time. You know what I mean? I definitely want to make sure, I'm acknowledging, when he doing shit like that. You know what I mean? Just to keep him on that straight and narrow, but. That's pretty much all I did over the weekend. I was looking outside, man. It looked like we missed the time on Friday night.
What?
Land grant, I believe.
The R&B shit?
Yeah, R&B. B Bangers and DJ Duro and Whitney. Y'all remember Whitney from Lemon Loaf? Yeah. Shout out to Whitney.
Who? From what?
From the Lemon Loaf. She was like maintenance in the building.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to her.
She's a part of that crew with B Bangers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they looking like Des. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. They look like they're a step away from being on the road. Like
yeah, they doing that. They got that. They do that once a month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's looking like like they can take that show on the road and get.
It's a good time, man. It's a vibe. Yeah. They bringing the people out.
Let's see.
Bringing the people out.
Look like a nice time over there at Land Grant. Like it seemed like everything that takes place over there turns into a pretty nice event.
I think first of all, shout out to Land Grant. I think Land Grant does a good job of vetting who they do and don't do stuff over there. Yeah. And
I'd love to see a day party. I would love to see MOG over there.
No, that ain't gonna work.
Ain't gonna work.
No.
I would love to see.
But a day party over there would go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would go crazy.
I'd love to see an all-white affair.
It would go crazy.
Not a stain on me.
It would go crazy.
Remember that night on on Twitter? Yeah. Shout out to B. I ran into him that day when you had us pull up the B. Have we been on air since the B line?
No, it was Sunday.
Okay, yeah.
So put that on the document.
We definitely had a time. Listen. That felt like it was 2 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, that was Sunday after the show.
It was.
And it was a movie. Black excellence walking all through that place.
All through it.
And I like it too because it was age appropriate.
It was our demo.
It was our demo.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of things in there, a lot of good times, man. A lot of people, that you don't typically see out. And it's good to always run into people, from your past. So, just people that you cool with, but you just done lost track of, So it's dope to run.
Why you looking like that? Why you looking? I'm trying to focus on the reason of Blaze over there.
I'm trying to look away. Right. I see him looking at me.
Blaze, I already know where he going. I'm trying to follow.
Listen. When people ask you like why you would never like leave the city, be like, That be
that's
shit like that be reasons why.
I just wish we could get more of that. That's the thing. It's so hard to get consistent.
But Des, do we really want more? Because if we had more of that, like I would be in trouble.
Yeah, no.
I would be in trouble.
No, I don't. Need
next time.
Yeah, I don't need more.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Not in trouble. Like I'm just saying, I would be in trouble because
you gonna be winning.
I would be too consumed with it. You know, being out. Yeah.
No. I'm gonna be real with you. Like we're talking about this now or later.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
Me and Reese kept having deadlines.
Mm-hmm.
And we leaving that such and such. No, Reese, this is it. 7:30.
It was going up, but that's the thing. You know, the city. The later it get, the more lit it get. The city.
And I've seen a couple star tenders creep up in there. Like, oh, y'all done caught wind of where we at. Yeah, like I seen a couple.
Excellence going on.
Yeah.
Because you know what it was is Reese is. A lot of people didn't know about it. So a lot of people seen it via IG. Yeah. So they seen everybody there. That's why people was pulling up. They was like, I didn't even know.
Shout out to Gary, man. Good times, man.
For
Real
sure.
good times.
Yeah. What time was it over?
I think 9 o'clock.
It was supposed to be at 9, but they kept going.
I was trying to tell people because I didn't want to, because I was upset that I was leaving. So everybody that was DMing me, I was like, ain't no point in coming up here. It's over with that. Nah, that's what I was telling motherfuckers. We left it.
And they kept it going.
Right.
I could tell that. Like, something like that, you could tell, like, it's not.
Because niggas kept, but that's what it is. You like, first of all, you already know. Anytime you do something early in the city, niggas gonna come late.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's just what
the city do.
Move.
Shout out to Moo.
And
I was looking back at a video, like, it was so crazy. And they're like, he was saying I didn't even realize he was saying my name, but on one of the videos I was looking at, I think on his page, I heard my name, like, damn, he was calling my name. I wasn't even paying that no attention. You know what I mean? But shout out to Moo, man. Shout out to Moo. And he said there's definitely going to be more because, you know, he DM'd me like, they're going to have to name a street after me up in East or what he was doing up in them. Like,
crazy.
Yeah, keep killing. Shout out to Trav, too. Like, I seen Trav tiptoeing up out of there when I came, and I'm feeling the way with Trav. You know what I mean? Like, as I'm walking in, Trav is walking out. So I'm like, where the fuck is you going?
Yeah,
like,
I'm here now.
I'm here, and I'm like, it's capacity in there. It's rocking right now.
Trav wanted to get on the tables. That's what it was.
So that's what he told me. He was like,
he wanted to get on the tables. He couldn't take it.
Like, I couldn't get on the tables. I'm like, hey,
I'm just going to unveil it. He wanted to get on those tables.
He said that to me.
He didn't like it.
I was like, what's the problem? Like, do you see what's going on in here?
Move, what's going on? Hey, rightfully so. I mean, listen. Sometimes in certain moments, you gotta just let. When a nigga balling, you gotta just let it. You know what I mean?
I hope I never fall. I hope I never fall that much in love with DJing that I don't want to come from behind the table for a function.
That was a night where you gotta just let the DJ do his thing. You gotta just enjoy it.
Like,
not him.
You know what I mean? You feel me? Blaze? Like, that's why I'm like, look, bro, don't hand me no mic, no nothing. Listen, you can't. You gonna mess up the vibe. Just let it go.
But so this is my beef with him though. So again, I catch Trav actually walking out. Like I'm walking in as he's walking out. I'm like, hold up, where the fuck you going? You know, he's like, man, yeah, he hit me with all that. Like, you know, I'm trying to get on the table. I'm like, fuck all that. I'm like, let's drink. He like, bet. So Trav is walking behind me. We're walking back in now at this point. Now, of course, I get up in there. As soon as I get up in there, it's like a fucking basketball team. You dapping everybody up. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I get to the bar. I turn around like, what you want? This nigga's not even behind me no more.
I didn't know that. Oh, plot twist.
Just done banged out. Didn't say shit. I'm like, I hit the nigga like, nigga, where the fuck is you at? He like, bro. He was like, you was saying what's up to people. Like, I had to catch my cut. I'm like, all right, I got you. You know what I mean? But
so I get to the function, and Reese is sitting outside in the front. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Got a nice little drink with him. He said that one of them tables in the front of a Beeline.
Oh yeah, I had a phone call.
I was like, I'm confused. What's going on? Because it seems like it's a movie going on in the back. Yeah. And so Reese was like, man, I don't even know if you want to walk through. I said, no, we're walking through here. Like, this is happening. We're walking through here. We're about to go see what's going on. And so we did that, and then we couldn't leave.
Just get my story together at that point. Like babe, I done kind of flat tire at Easter. My timing belt done fell off at Easter.
Hey, you think the timing belt is hilarious. I don't even know what that is.
Motherfuckers got me from my Cadillac convertible. What is it?
Wow, the Cadillac got jacked.
Niggas that got me. I'm up here on bricks. I gotta stay up here for another 2 hours. I'm waiting on AAA. I'll be home at 11.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Moose. Shout out to the people. Yeah. Shout out to Gary. Shout out to everybody involved.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't been to a function like that since your birthday the first time.
Real good time, year. Man.
And at Brick. That's
bro. Yeah, you know, because like for real, that's just where we at. Like, and that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, I feel like today, in order to really like pull off some shit like that, you can't really. When you try to cover charges and shit like that, it takes away from it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You lose a lot of people just off that, like with the cover. You know
real talk, like I think a lot of these establishments, if you can pull a crowd in there like that, they don't give a fuck about a rental fee or none of that. It's like
if you run a establishment like that, why even charge a rental fee?
Right.
Like because once you do that, you're really gonna lose more money. Like when you do shit like that, you're gonna make more money back at the bar. Because once you charge, now a nigga's gonna spend less money at the bar because it's like I'm already out 20 before I even walk through this bitch. You feel me? Then the drinks, like
I'm all for free parties. Like
me too.
You know what I mean? Like. And you could tell, like, when the promoters really done got involved, because that's when all kind of outrageous shit start going into play. They want you on Eventbrite, or they want you paying this and that. I'm like, just let niggas enjoy the function. Let niggas have a good time. The vibe is already
I feel
there.
like that's why the owners gotta. And with that being said, the owners have to go ahead and kind of kick back a little more to the promoter on the back end, because it's just like. Nigga, if you trying to force me to get my money at the door, I'm not gonna get no money at the door because I'm losing half the people just off the cover. Or I gotta let motherfuckers in. You know what I'm saying? Or, okay, even if I'm charging the cover, you still gonna let your regulars in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and especially at a place like that where it's never a cover.
Yeah, and with the aesthetics of that place, how can you really charge
too many people? You can come in from too many different ways.
Yeah, we charge donation.
You got to, because what you gonna do? You can't stop people from coming, like going up, because for real, you can never step foot in that patio
and have a good time.
Kick it
right over there at 40 Dudes. You can sit right out there in that cup.
Yeah, that's what we was at for the most part.
So
yeah, that's what was best for me. I had to stay behind her.
I wish we could talk about it, but we can't.
Yeah, you can't. With that said, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of What We Talking About podcast. I am CEO, the veteran, perfect motherfucking attendance.
I gotta ask. I'm sorry.
What's up?
Was that your first time being in that type of a function since you've been off the market?
Was that the first?
Like a function like that?
Maybe. Well, I mean, shit. The day before, I was at the fucking what's the name? Wasn't that the day before the
614 shit?
The festival that we was at?
Yeah, but that meant's a little different. I thought
it was definitely different.
It's actually way different.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you tripping.
Yeah, so I guess so. To answer that question, yeah, that probably was the first time that I was under that type of pressure. That's all I got. Yeah, under them lights. But again, you know what I mean? Great times, man. Like
under them lights.
I look forward to enjoying many more of those. Summer ain't even here yet officially.
It ain't.
You know what I mean? And that type of shit. If we got those type of events to look forward to, you know what I mean? You can count me in. So who else in the building?
Beeline ran it up too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I definitely was pocket watching. That's what I tend to do.
I mean, drinks cost, you know what I mean? And that's on Ohio has finally caught up. I don't even know if they caught up. They just done got to
to big city prices.
Right. You know what I mean? So I would imagine, because I ain't been to LA or Vegas in a minute. Like they probably charging $40 a shot.
I seen a nigga the other day. He said he was in Last Lap, which is in New York.
Yeah.
He said he bought 3 drinks. It cost him $93.
I believe it.
So that's so crazy because we had like a little happy hour.
That's when I'm telling you, pre-game's about to come back.
We was at
niggas about to start coming to the event already drunk.
Right. That's with the flask.
I'm telling you.
That's funny.
I'm telling you, pre-game's about to come back, man. Niggas about to come in already drunk.
I opened up a tab. Mm-hmm. And we had we did this little thing on at work. We help people build houses and stuff like that. So we had a happy hour. I opened up the tab. Happy hour's away. At the end of the night, I was confused.
Right, like I thought we was at happy hour.
No. What I'm saying is that the tab was so low. I was confused.
Oh, it was low.
I let people have their way. Like, yo, just go tell them you're good.
What was they ordering? Water?
Maybe.
Where was you at?
Little Grand.
You where?
Little Grand. Like,
Where's that?
It's like a food hall out in Grandview.
Okay. Oh, I've been there. It's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
So we had
hey, man, I was in there like
go crazy.
If my life was a little different, I would live here.
No, for sure. It's all I got in Dublin too. Called Bridge Park. It's just
I like how that's set up.
So it's like the LC.
It's like Bridge Park. You ever been to Bridge Park in Dublin?
Yeah.
You've been to Bridge Park, bro.
Maybe I just don't know the name.
Reese, it's food hall on the bottom, living over top.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's like the LC.
Yeah, and then it's a bar. Like we had our own like this whole area reserved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see. It is like the LC. You talking about the one downtown?
Yeah.
But
not the one in Gahanna. Even though the one in Gahanna is nice.
But see, the reason why the one in Grandview is better is the aesthetics of that one is set up better. See, because the one downtown is like that, but you downtown, right? So it's like that one. It's big ass parking lot. You know what I'm saying? It's living on the outside, and then it's living on top of the fucking food hall. You feel what I'm saying? So like you could like literally take the elevator up and go to your room. like you on campus damn near.
Okay.
Like,
soul food restaurant go crazy too.
And the food over there.
Yeah.
But the Tasty Spot, you know they're black owned too.
Yeah.
They out of Zanesville.
Word?
Believe it or not. Yeah.
And so at the end of the night, I get the bill. I'm looking like, what happened? It's $90.
Oh, they spared you.
I'm confused.
That spot nice too.
You a lot.
I'm gonna have to go back over there. I like that.
No,
That spot
it's
nice.
dope. It's
That
dope.
spot nice. I was like, yeah,
Just like that.
I feel you.
Well,
and I agree with you.
Are we out there though? Like, is it nice? I mean, I get what you're saying that it's nice.
It's like short north. It's like short north.
Okay.
It's
You
definitely
clean.
You good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not.
That be the thing.
You're not
too,
gonna get the side over there. It's a lot of.
You want to be able to party and be comfortable.
It's interracial dating friendly.
For sure. You don't look like you ain't foreign.
A lot of the.
Really?
You won't get a side eye. You'll actually get the big eye.
I wish we had time set so bad. I was about to drop a couple of.
You actually get the big eye in there. Yeah, they'll be like, yeah. You ain't from around here.
Okay. You know who had a run like that for a quick second, even though it's not as nice, like aesthetically, like what y'all saying out in Dublin as well, Flanagan's. You remember they had a quick little run.
And they got us up out of there real quick.
Immediately.
Y'all mess with Bridge Park though? Bridge Park is
because they got their own North Market over there. They got the Kitchen Socials over there in Bridge Park.
Or
in Dublin,
What's the bar that everybody be going to?
Is that Vaso?
I forget.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you say again?
Vaso?
Yeah.
Vaso.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So you've been. That's why I know you've been there.
Oh, and that's where
that's what the area's
one
called.
spot that was up under the black soul food spot that was up under. Like they was the only place that I seen that had the Louis the 13.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
I know you're talking about. They closed now.
Yeah, they closed down. Yeah, that was a real nice spot.
But that area is Bridge Park.
That's Bridge Park.
Okay. Yeah, that is a nice spot. I don't. For some reason, I don't really like being out in Dublin. I don't think I like the trek. You know, the drive out there. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not. Yeah, for you, it's yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, Hilliard got a couple nice spots too, like that. They got a lot of that shit out there, like in the burbs. You know what I mean? That they really don't want us to, infiltrate like that.
But honestly, though, you know what? I think the reason why they're developing those spots out there is to limit people to feeling like they got to go all the way downtown for the experience.
And I get it. And
you know what I mean?
These last few years, the fuck shit that's been going on in the short north.
Right, yeah, like they don't, yeah.
They like, nah, we got to give niggas an alternative.
And also, too, our city is just designed like that. Like, where they try to design it to where it's like everything that you want is in your little side of town. You know what I mean? So it's like, think about it. That's why it was so different for us once we grew up, because like the area that we grew up in, you really didn't leave your side of town unless you went to go visit family or something like that. You kind of you was from the north, you stayed up north. You know what I'm saying? And then as we got older, we kind of broke the mode and was like partying downtown and shit like that. But think about it, a lot of our friends didn't do that shit. Like, they still was like, they still went to the hood bars and shit like that. So
when we was younger, we didn't do it. We weren't going down. I mean, I wouldn't. We used to have me in the Big Easy.
I was there.
We was at the Red Zone.
Yeah, I was running around.
I was running around. But but I feel like the city really started opening up like.
On Sunday nights, what was that called? Damn, I just forgot the name of it. Over there off of Olentangy River.
Oh, the motherfucking we had
Sunday
to track the
nights.
roof.
It was Sunday nights. That bitch went crazy.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That motherfucking club was hard.
It's over there. You know where the fish market is at? It's on that corner right there. They done. It's not even a club no more. Like they tore it down and rebuilt like a little plaza over there. But It used to go crazy over there on Sunday nights.
Yes. Yes, it did. They got us up out of here real quick.
Who else in the building, man?
It's your boy Desarnaz. If you don't know me, tell your friends do. Local nigga with a major buzz.
What we talking about?
You know, we here, man. Pile with the guys, man. It's so crazy because I'm with you, Reese. It do feel like we didn't pile last week, but we did. And
B-line, blame it on the B-line.
Yeah. You know, depending on when we get out of here, man. You know, I think we'll step back out.
You back out of there?
Well, because I wanted to go see Vicky. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go. You know, she having a little pop up shop. You know, take gander. You know what I mean? Network.
Hey, highly impressive.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah, so, you know, I've seen a little bit, you know, seen some footages. It's a sight to see.
Bring them out.
Hey, like you said, it ain't really summer yet, but it's here, man. So, you know, this is when the city, you know, they start coming out their caves.
Yeah. Are we ever gonna sit down? Like, is it in us just to like? Because our parents sat down in their 40s, like, or at least that's what it came off as to us, like
different generation.
We just a completely different generation.
Our parents had families, and
we do too. we got everything our parents had. We just
speak for yourself.
We just outside, man. It's just different times.
As long as I'm doing
man.
this, it don't make no sense not to. You gotta touch the people,
man.
And it was good.
It's always good to get out, man. Like, listen, thank God for my limbs working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, 'cause Jesus Christ, thank God for health.
Yeah, thank God for health for sure. I'm walking through Beeline last Sunday feeling like this.
Who's calling? What we talking about?
That's how I was feeling walking
through
there.
Man. Where the fuck the function? Niggas hopped out the car and almost left my shit in drive trying to get in that bitch so quick.
Only thing I had to
pull up, it was crazy. You like, oh.
Only thing I hate about over there is like you gotta eat before you get over there.
Yeah.
Because there's no food.
Yeah, Beeline don't have no food. Like
you gotta eat before you get over there. Got to.
And ain't nothing really over there that really be making me
not
want
in that
to
little
eat.
area.
Yeah. I had some chicken wings from the one spot before. Like, I might never come back there again.
From where?
Directly across from it, not 40 Deuce, but the one on the side of it.
Okay.
They food selection ass.
Yeah, them fucking light skinned chicken wings. I'm like, I never.
I don't want my chicken wings light skinned. I don't want a red bone chicken wing.
Preemie chicken wings. Like, just back in the oven or something. Like,
They done.
Like, I'm cool. White wings.
I like my chicken wings brown skin.
Yeah. Who else in the building, man? Who else?
Yeah, man. You know, Shadeless Blaze today. The bearded one. Still 1 to 1. Still 1/3 of all of the above. Let's pod.
Let's fucking pod.
I'm exhausted. I ain't gonna lie to you, but we're gonna get through it.
We here. Where we gonna start, man? Let's get this shit out the way first. Trump and Elon Musk.
Okay, what's going on with them?
They at each other's neck, big time. I'm not certain, like, the origins of it. Like, I knew, like, maybe a week or two ago, Elon had came out saying that, he was stepping away from his initiative with I think it's Doge. You know what I mean? And he pretty much framed it as he pretty much fulfilled what he was there to do. And that he was stepping away from it. But, a day or two later, he was criticizing Trump's big, beautiful bill, a bill that Trump is trying to pass. Like, don't get me to lying about what's all included in the bill. Y'all may know. I don't. So they start throwing mud at each other, accusing each other of all kind of shit, making threats. Of course, Trump being, who he is, he fired back at Elon, like, I should cut all of his government contracts that he has, you know what I mean? And then Elon fired back at, like, y'all want to know the real reason why, who is it? The Epstein list hasn't been published to the public is because Trump is on it. So they just been taking mad shots at each other for the longest. And, for the first, 5 months, after the inauguration and everything, Elon was looking like the vice president, if not the president of the United States. So I think, everybody just so tuned in because how quickly things have turned. And I see a lot of, this is what y'all wanted, y'all voted for this. Like, I don't really like that, that approach because it's like, shit, I mean, we all still got to live under these same conditions, regardless of who voted for it. You know what I mean? Like, we all still got to, endure and go through this shit. But what's your thoughts? Like, now, some people are saying, they think this is a ploy, this is a jig that, because Elon's stock, like in Tesla, everything has went down so drastically since he's got involved with the government. Everything, not failing, but he's taking a huge hit. And they're saying this is Trump and him done got together, like they done orchestrated this master plan to where it make it look like they fighting and everything, to where the public will jump back on Elon's side and raise the stock back up with a lot of his things that he's involved with. How y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that could possibly be a play? Or do y'all just feel like, nah, these are just two arrogant, dudes that both think they right about everything and they feud and they going at it, in the public eye? Like, I find it hard to believe, like, not that I don't believe what's going on, but for them to have this type of fallout after Trump granted him so much power, that's another thing Elon came out and said, like, nigga, you're the president because of me. Like, I handed you, Congress, I handed you the Senate, I handed you all of this shit, because of me. He's on record saying this, and I'm just sitting back looking at this shit like, is this fucking real? Like, is this really politics, man? Like, where this type of information is being broadcasted to the public, And I get it. We're in 2025 now. It's hard to keep anything out of the public. Mm-hmm. But to see the president and the nigga who he had as a government official, in the seat to where he could make decisions, with government funding and everything, like, for this to be playing out in the public, like, it's just blowing my fucking mind. I was just wondering, like, how y'all feel about it? Like, think it's real or like?
I think it's real. It's just I feel like it's just rich people playing rich games, and we caught in the middle of it. You feel what I'm saying? So, I feel like this type of shit happens all the time. You just see, it just happens behind the scenes. But when we dealing with social media and you dealing with a person that has a huge social media platform, when things don't go his way, what better way to weaponize your power than to go on your platform and spew it? Because I feel like Elon, I feel like he is correct. Like, Elon's push, I feel like that's no secret. Yeah. Elon's push played a big factor in. For sure.
He bought the election, damn near. Like, he was paying niggas in some of the swing states, to come out and vote. And, it was incentivized, like, not necessarily just giving niggas cash, but it was, do this and this will happen for you. You know what I mean? Like,
so, this is what happens when you start playing them games. And
it's crazy. Like, Blaze, what's your thoughts on it?
One of the things Rishi was saying, is like, you just can't believe like the stuff that you're seeing. I understand why you say that, because this is such a unique way to go about the business of politics.
Right.
But at some point, we got to get to the point where it's like, there's nothing that surprises me that comes out of the administration.
Yeah.
At this point,
like, there's nothing that like everything that we grew up on, right? Every president that we've been alive to see, throw it out the window, because he's going to operate in a different capacity than everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's the way I see it. It's just that he, just doing what he do, and he's gonna play games. Like, I feel like Elon got played. I don't think it's some type of ploy that they trying to run together. I think Trump played him like a New Yorker, and what I mean by that is
it do look like he played him.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, like, I needed you for this, and now that I don't need you no more, like,
kick rocks.
What you mean? Like,
typical shit niggas do when they got that type of power.
You got money, I got power. It's a difference.
Now I have been seeing that, potentially, and even though he's technically been impeached before, but they said like this might bring forward articles of impeachment, for Trump. Do y'all see a scenario where the impeachment will be, him being removed from the office? Like, cause where the fuck, have y'all seen old boy, since the election or since the inauguration? I ain't seen what's homie from here in Ohio, Vance. Yeah, JD Vance. It was almost like he was what they call him, the Manchurian candidate. You know what I mean? Like,
I do think he's the next president, by the way.
JD? You mean like meaning that Trump was going to be impeached, put out of office, or you just think that JD is just going to be the next president? Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see, where we go from here. Again, Blaze, like you were saying, like none of this shit really surprises me anymore. It's just the fact that it's still so many people, because it was so many different branches of government, you know what I mean, or that still somewhat had control over, the president, you know what I mean, or that seat, I should say. And it's like with Trump being in office, he's saying fuck all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, y'all niggas is not gonna control me. Like, I'm the president and I'm gonna rule over niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Because typically, you got your executive, I forgot the executive, judicial, and it's a third one or whatnot. But they typically, feed things to the president. You know what I mean? The president is pretty much just a vessel. He's the mouthpiece for a lot of these niggas that's behind the scenes. Whereas now it seems like, nah, this is Trump's agenda, Trump's way. And niggas is over there like, ain't shit we can do about it.
I mean, he been like that from the get-go, though. Yeah. And he told niggas that's how he was going to run it. You know what I mean? Like, so, hey, man, what can we do?
What can we fucking do?
That's why I don't really get too caught up in it. It's like, what can we do?
Yeah, I try not to get caught up in it either as well. Not too much, same with the, the Diddy case and all kind of other shit that be going on. But it's like it consumes you so much. And that's probably, I think the thing for me is that because I'm on social media so much and you just see the shit is constantly up and down. You refresh your timeline, it's constantly up and down your timeline. So it's almost like you can't even avoid that shit. You can't get away from it. If you ain't seeing it there, you fuck around and bump into somebody at work talking about, yeah, keep me out of that. But yeah, we should see. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's just something that I'm definitely going to keep an eye on because, again, I feel like, no matter who's in the office, like there's going to be some type of trickle-down effect, you know what I mean, that can possibly get to me, my peoples or whatnot. So I try to just keep an eye on it, for that reason alone. But also, I did want to get into the Diddy shit real quick and get that out the way. Diddy update. We have been following. They got a new witness on the stand. She was under, the Jane Doe, but social media, like, again, man, like,
let's get rid of it, man. Get rid of Jane Doe.
Hey, like, and I'm confused as to how they even thought that shit would even work. You know what I mean? For those that's not aware, the witness that's on the stand now for the prosecutor is Daphne. Is that her name? Daphne, 50 Cent's baby's mom. She's up there testifying right now, pretty much confessing, her love and, what she thought was a relationship with Puff, and the freak-offs that she was involved in up until, his arrest. You know what I mean? Like, that was kind of news for me. And she even said on the stand currently at this point in time that Puff is still paying her rent. That blew my fucking mind. Like, right. How? Like, ain't that like some type of conflict? Like, if I'm defending him, well, I mean, I guess that looks good on the defense's part. Like, she's still allowing this man to pay her rent. Like, how much of a monster is he? You know what I mean? Like, because he's still paying the rent. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good defense or not, but the way that I looked at it, like,
it's a defense, whether it's good or bad.
It's like, yeah,
irrelevant, but it's a defense.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, she's on the stand right now. I did see as of today, Puff's counsel has asked for a mistrial. This will be the second time that they've asked for it. I'm pretty sure we probably won't get a ruling on that until tomorrow. The first one was shot down, of course. But what's y'all's thoughts up until now? Like, have y'all still been following, like, with the latest shit that's taking place with the case or whatnot, and how y'all feeling? Like, are y'all still feeling the way that you were, last week? Has nothing changed?
Well, I mean, I get my news from y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to follow the case at this point.
Yeah.
I don't really trust a lot of people's news sources because I go to my parents' house and they're watching some of the most unscrupulous things. like this is not real. Like, this is what
it be on TV.
Their YouTube algorithms.
Oh, they are
full of lies.
Yeah, YouTube's the devil.
But I mean, like, I feel like mine is like straightforward, but it's full of lies.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I really don't know what's going on until y'all tell me. I'm not surprised that he still was doing the freak offs up until him being arrested.
Yeah.
We had a little pre-show conversation about it.
Yeah. We can get back into it if y'all want. Like, I don't. No, not as we ain't got to go all the way into it. You know what I mean? And it's totally up to y'all. You know what I mean? If y'all want to Euro it, I'm with that as well.
I mean, I just feel like I guess I don't really. Maybe I don't have a great understanding of what we're trying to accomplish here from the prosecution. It's like, all right, what are we trying to get accomplished? Are we just saying that Diddy's a nasty nigga? Because I mean, like, from, I guess, based upon information I got from my brothers, is that his domestic violence thing didn't really extend past Cassie. Doesn't matter, right? What he did with Cassie was just
he had spurts of violence, but the wild shit was with Cassie. Yes,
right.
Yeah.
So like, what? So we're saying that are we saying that he's doing the sex trafficking thing? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're trying to push that narrative?
That's the angle I think the prosecutors are taking.
That lends to the racketeering charge.
The racketeering, like they're trying to tie in the enterprise of everything as far as him doing it, and this is still kind of confusing to me because they did pull financial records, and it was shown that he was charging things on the company card, but then you turn around like he is the company. You know what I mean? So that's
charge things like what then?
Buying drugs.
You buying drugs on the car?
Well, I mean, they're showing the money trail of him withdrawing money, and then they putting a witness on stand saying, "We show here that you had this amount of money, and you what did you do with that?" And they're getting up there saying, "I went and did this." You know what I mean? So that's how they put this together. The same way they did with I don't know if y'all was hip to what he did with Cassie's parents, like when he hit her with the semi blackmail and made the parents take a mortgage out on the house, and he made them pay them $20,000. It's not even funny.
It's kind of funny because he should be locked up for that alone.
Right.
Why are we doing this?
And he gave it back. You know what I mean?
He should have given it back.
But they was able to trace the money. Like, the transaction is there. Like, him pulling out the $20,000, gave it to Cassie, or no, he sent it. Matter of fact, like he wired it to the dad.
Yeah,
it's like,
hey, making somebody get a home equity line of credit just to
crazy
20 bands
just to keep your daughter's sex tape from being put out to the public.
Cassie, why don't you have shout out to Cassie for sure. She's definitely the biggest victim out of all of this. Why don't you have money saved up? What's happening? Why do we have to take out a mortgage for this?
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Like, she had a 20?
Well, that's another reason why they said, the numbers was like it was, as far as the lawsuit or whatnot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Suing, it was, of course, suing for damages, you know what I mean? But also suing for how you pretty much stalled my career or what my potentially could have made. Like, he didn't allow her to do anything. Like, anything that she was going to do, Puff had to approve it. Like, he didn't let her do no bookings.
Yeah, so she
so
he didn't let her work basically for a decade.
Right. You know what I mean? So she didn't have access to no bread, like, unless it was coming directly from Puff.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? And she had a couple friends that would hit her off, they said, here and there or whatnot. But
so she wasn't on the payroll like these other people y'all was talking about earlier.
No, she wasn't. No. She wasn't getting
those. This is why the lid was blew off the case.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, so
she should be getting it.
I think at the end of the day, I think what the government and it's mission accomplished. Like they also want to, pull back the covers on who Puff is. Whether he get found guilty or innocent, it's going to always be a stain on him. And that's what I wanted to, kind of turn the conversation to with y'all. Like, even though I think we've all said, like, we think Puff is cooked and he's going to get charged on this, say that he didn't. What's Puff look like after this is all said and done? Like, who is Puff going forward?
I've been saying for the last 4 weeks we've been recording. We can't even do a hypothetical on this. There's no unless absolute bombshell is poured out. Well,
I think social media could fuck around and turn this case into a mistrial, like, because they're revealing identities of people and all that and all that shit.
Every Jane Doe got exposed.
Every Jane Doe got exposed. Stop doing it. You know what I mean? Like
everyone. And Blaze has been like 3 or 4. Everyone.
If you a judge and it's like we can't even keep identity safe. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of this case, but like, what can we do going forward?
Not only are they getting exposed, it's like there is damaging things against them that makes it be like, well, hold up.
Their life was fucked up going forward because a lot of them was doing this shit low. Like, I never knew, even though 50 was always calling, his baby mom escort, we didn't know it was to that.
But not even that. It's like some of the stuff that they was doing on social media, it countersuits what they were saying about Puff. It's just like, all right, you say this, but then the following day, you was hitting this nigga up, trying to link up with him again. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's it's wild, man. But at the end of the day, let's just say hypothetically he does beat it somehow or gets a mistrial, whatever. Yeah. The Puff that we once knew is never again, right? Like, he can't be the braggadocious all out in the open. Like, he can't. Because we're never going to unsee the images of him beating Cassie.
So he can't be a public figure no more?
No.
And no
because nobody's going to want to stand next to him. Can't. He
can't. But could Russell Simmons?
No.
I see, Russell Simmons doesn't step away from the limelight, but he still peeks his head out there.
Right, exactly.
But it's low though. Like,
he's low. But
his glow is done. But I mean, also his glow was, the way I look at Russell Simmons is completely different from Puff. Like, I look at Russell Simmons and I look at Def Jam, and Def Jam is kind of like non-existent to me no more. You know what I mean? So,
but he's still super. Like, he was like, he was the face of hip hop for a long time.
He was,
and he's somebody who we looked at as like the same way we looked at Puff. Like,
see, I don't look at them the same. I don't.
Yeah. I do. Like, I mean, he kind of set the foundation, right? I think
Puff was an artist and a CEO. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, we will never see that Puff again.
Yeah. I'm not confused about that at all.
His music isn't like, he's not going to be champion like he once was. People don't even want to, like, some people don't even want to touch Bad Boy Records no more.
Well, I don't even know if Bad Boy Records even exist.
I'm talking about just the old records, like things that are associated with Puff. People are.
I don't know if the industry feels this way, Dez.
You don't think so?
I was very surprised, like we talked about last week at the concert. I was very surprised.
Well, they got to. Them people, like, this circuit that they're on.
Genuine got to?
Genuine don't have to. That's just him playing.
He rapped post verse. There was no. There's no need for him to rap.
Yeah, he don't have to, but Total has to.
Cool. Genuine rap the whole go.
But nobody's gonna want to stand next to Puff. Yeah. Nobody's gonna want to stand next to Puff.
I agree with you that should.
They may play the old records and stuff like that, but like, to what Reese is asking, we're gonna see a shell of Puff, if that.
Yeah, I agree.
Do y'all think? And we talked about this in the chat. Do y'all think Puff could make a pivot into porn?
No, absolutely.
Under an alias. It can't be.
Which means no. No.
Because that's where he should have been.
He can invest. He can invest in it behind the scenes.
He can invest in anything behind the scenes.
Yeah. Look, because that's the thing. People still gonna take Puff money.
Oh yeah.
And people still gonna get money with Puff. Whether motherfuckers want to admit it or not.
How much y'all think he gonna lose behind this case? Like, if you had to put a number on it, like,
damn, Reese, I would say something crazy.
I'm thinking like 200.
I would say
maybe
80% of his work.
Ooh, 80. Oof.
I know.
Well, shit, that's about 200, ain't it? Yeah.
I'm with Blaze. Like
I don't say 50 because if I'm him, if I only lose 50, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I think 80 is going to be the number.
To wake up and see an 80% decrease.
All self-inflicted, though.
Yeah.
All self-inflicted. And like you said, he shouldn't have been doing the sick shit. I agree.
I want to know what our listeners think.
But there's no way in hell, if I'm Diddy, that when Cassie first proposed that to me, at this point in my career, why am I even going to roll the dice like that, Blaze?
Arrogance.
We know why. Like, arrogance is one thing. But
I know, but fuck all
that.
But nigga, fuck all that. Nigga, like, once she hit me with that, especially with everything that came out, we
missing something, though, because what took place, the fucking incriminating evidence, that took place in 2016, 2017. Cassie waited to 2023, you know what I mean? And again, like, that may just be when she finally felt strong enough to do it, you know what I mean? Salute to her for whatever the reason may be, but like, I don't think the way, if I'm thinking Puff is sitting there thinking like, shit, I've been doing it, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's another piece of information that we missing.
No, it's not another. Puff felt like I'm Puff. They're not going to believe you. Right? He never thought that. Honestly, I don't think Puff ever seen the video, seen the light of day. Because think about it. When it first hit the fan, niggas was still Team Puff. Remember when he was saying like this is an extortion? Because a lot of niggas felt like that. Because everybody was feeling like, why?
Only three. I think at that point in time, he felt like only him, his assistant, and the security.
That's what I'm saying. So
and that's like
the video's what cooked him. I think Puff was moving like that because he never thought the video would see the light of day. So Puff, it was really going to be Puff's word versus Cassie at this point.
A nigga got what the dude Garcia got on stand and testified. You know, Puff paid him the $100,000 for the tape, but Puff asked him like, "Is there any more copies of this?" And I'm just saying like, this nigga think it's a movie. Like, the dude told Puff no, and Puff was cool with it. Like, all right, cool. Would y'all be like, ain't no way, like, nah, nigga, like, you not meeting me at no restaurant to give me no thumb drive of this video. I need to go to that server. Like, that's not gonna be enough for me.
I need access to.
I want the whole server.
No, every computer in your life. I want to go to your crib. I want to go to your work computer.
And the dude was like, Puff was like, all right, Playboy, cool, and walked him down. So like, you want something to eat? You know what I mean? And all that. Like, Puff was happy, thinking, all right, cool, I got him. Like, you let a janitor or a maintenance man come and give you a thumb drive and gave this nigga $100,000, had the money counted the money out, gave this nigga the bread and said thank you. Like, are you out your fucking mind? Like, it's so many things that got me looking at Puff, the thing like he ain't the brightest.
It's not about he ain't the brightest. It's just like, nigga, I've been getting away with it.
And it's the drugs. I think it's the drugs too. Like, Puff is a junkie.
It's like, bro, I'm Puff.
Des,
who's gonna tell me no?
You're not letting somebody bring you a thumb drive.
He's done worse things and has.
Reese.
He's never seen a lot of.
I'm Puff.
It's almost to the point now.
Y'all think he's did some shit worse than what he done did with Cassie?
I feel like he done bodied a nigga before.
Y'all think so?
Or had somebody murked.
You know, like Tupac.
Like, I don't think he did that.
That's the
Hey man, I think he might have.
The feds would have been able to. They would have tried to tie that into the case.
I think he gave QPD the bread. I'm gonna fuck it. Anything's possible.
That document or that show that came on USA was incredible too, with Bokeem Woodbine and them, where they documented the whole shit.
Listen, bro. Gene Deal opened up the lid on a lot of shit, and a lot of niggas was looking at Gene Deal like he was a bozo. But since this case didn't happen, a lot of people going back like, damn, what else did he do? Because niggas was on the Puff train when the Cassie shit. Let's keep it a buck. Before the video hit, niggas was looking like, why is Cassie doing this now? That was the biggest question. Why now? Why are you waiting? You just said it. Why are we waiting till 2023 to reveal this? It didn't make any sense at first, right?
I thought you were gonna say something.
No.
It didn't make any sense. So he was going to get away with it all, and then niggas was using the what is it? Diageo, like, you know what I mean? Like, all the conspiracy theories was set up to line up for
that came up in the court though. They did bring that up in the court, but I'm not.
But I'm just saying, there was a lot of things in Puff's favor to win this until the video hit. Once the video hit, niggas was like, "Oh my god!" And he's been cooked ever since. There's no win in this. Like I said, even if something does happen, Reese, where he gets in this trap, there's no win in this. He done already lost so much bread. He done already lost all the allure that he built up over his 3-decade career. Like, you got to go in the tunnel, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't fucking with you. Get your sons out of here without fucking with them. They'll never see a light of day of a record contract. Nigga, y'all through with. Nobody wants to do anything with the Combs.
Yeah, they're just trying to get back on the Suns just now.
I'm just saying.
Last week he was showing
I'm
saying.
Let's
get them niggas the fuck out my office.
I'm saying this is I'm not saying that. I'm not speaking for me. I'm saying this is how the people gonna be looking. This is how the people gonna be looking. I'm not speaking for me.
So that's part of the reason why you feel bad for them, because how they going?
They fuck because of your dad. The only people that's gonna get grace is the daughters.
Yeah. As they should.
The girls is gonna get grace.
I don't give a fuck about them boys.
The boy, yeah, no grace.
Quincy, I still need to know what's up with Quincy.
Hey, speaking of Quincy, did you hear that? Remember when he made that happy birthday song for Puff?
I did. What happened? What's the story?
No, he made a song for Puff.
No.
The happy birthday song.
Like a real record, or him just singing happy birthday?
No, real record.
Yeah, thank God.
I think I do remember that.
And it's god awful.
Is it? Is he singing or rapping?
Yes.
What does Quincy? Does Quincy sing?
He was trying to be an artist at first, and then he just
that's
got
what
into
I
the
thought.
movies.
Yeah.
I think he's a good actor, though.
He's decent.
No, he's cool. He's cool.
You
with
just sat
Raven
there and watched Little Meat. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Quincy's just as bad on Star. Have y'all that show that used to come on after Empire?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on that. Terrible.
You just ain't messing with Puff's kids right now.
Yeah, I ain't fooling with them. You know, if it ain't the daughters, I ain't really fooling with them. But, you know, Monday I'm back tapped in. You know, the case resumes on Monday, so y'all know where I'll be, Inner City Press, or I think that's what it's called, Inner City Press.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. He's doing an incredible job. Like, I can't believe he's actually typing out word for word, you know, transcripts of.
Really?
Yeah.
This is what he do.
Word for word. But the judge is getting sick of niggas in there too, though. Yeah. Like, cause she keeps saying, like, they keep having sidebars, and you know, Puff's counsel is like, you know, this shit is getting out on social media, you know, so they having live issues on the spot. Like, how did this get out? You know what I mean? Who said this? Who said this? And you know, they clearing out the courtroom. You know what I mean? And doing shit like that. So it's crazy. I wonder if they feel like we should have just opened this up to the public. You know what I mean? Like, but.
Might as well. You
might as well, because nobody's identity is safe. No one. And Puff, you know what I mean, they say he's in there staring down the juries and shit like that. The judge and told him, like, if you do that again, you won't even be allowed in the courtroom. You know what I mean? Like, so. I want to stay in the industry, man. Like, that's enough of the Puff shit for now. Music. I know we don't talk about music as much. But, you know, one of the ones in the industry, one of the GOATs, one of our legendary artist, Lil Wayne, dropped The Carter 6.
Yeah.
I'm so out of touch, man. Like, I think you threw it in the chat. Like, you had made a statement, and I was like, what? He got an album out? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know an album was out. You know what I mean? And you know what's crazy? This is how I know that, like, I just don't love music the same way that I used to. Even with that said, it took me 2 days still before I even went and hit play on it. You know what I mean? It was like, it was no rush to get to it. Finally cut it on.
Either we're going to have to start having a real conversation about Wayne or we're not. Like, what we doing?
Yeah. See, it's hard to have this conversation, though, because with Wayne being fresh off a verse like he gave Corday,
crazy.
You would think, oh, no.
Oh, his verses was good on this album.
I didn't even care for the verses. Like, I thought it was just so. I think what it is with me and Wayne right now, he's going through this Eminem shit where he just did something completely different with his voice. Even though he's kind of been here for a minute now, I hate it though. Like, this Wayne, this voice that he uses, and then some of the, you know, the bars, it was like,
Let me ask y'all this.
What's up?
Dez and Reese. Who can we compare his fall from grace to? Like, any other comparison, like any comps that we can use in regards to his fall from grace? I think I can get better beats than what he got on this album.
Oh yeah, the beats is just like it's like wasn't no bread behind this album.
See, I think it was. I heard money behind the album. I think he just picked terrible beats. Like they sound like quality.
I feel like his main core wasn't there. I don't feel like the Mac Main and all them niggas was there.
The song
Mac Main was definitely.
He was not there. No, the song that everybody keeps talking about. Mm-hmm. You know who was produced by? The Peanuts and Elephants or whatever.
It's a song called Peanuts and Elephants. I may not have made it that far.
It's the worst thing.
It started off with a loud ass elephant noise.
I didn't get past track 9 or 10. Like that's the furthest that I got.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even give it a spin.
So you haven't heard the full?
No.
I
heard a couple snippets and it was enough for me.
What up, though? All my niggas cutthroat. Cut a nigga head off. You looking like you bumbo.
You got something
smoking like double dutch.
You're right.
What number is that?
That's what
you can't make it to 4. It's 14.
You ain't play the keyboard.
Weezy out of here.
Oh, Lil. That's what's the name.
What up, though?
That time though. That's
not Weezy out here on that song.
It ain't.
That was the next one.
I heard enough. I don't need to hear nothing else.
Guess who produced it?
Who did that?
The nigga from Hamilton.
Ohio?
Yeah. The Broadway show. What's his name? What's his name? Hold on.
Let's not shit on him though. He ain't got no other credits to his name. Like he ain't got nothing.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, the dude from the show,
I ain't him.
He's like he was a big deal because that show got sold. It was the biggest
Broadway show, right?
But that's who produced that song.
Yeah, I mean, but is he a producer?
No, Reese. Make it in here.
I heard this beat. You know, sometimes people do shit with people the same way like 2 Chainz let Brian A&R his project. Sometimes they just attach a name and say, look what I got.
Here's my problem with Wayne's album.
What's up?
On the credits on this song.
Mm-hmm.
Performing artist, Lil Wayne, cool.
Yeah.
Composition and lyrics, Lin-Manuel Miranda and Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., cool.
Right.
Production engineer. Recording engineer is Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
The producer is Lin-Manuel Miranda, and the other recording engineer is Manny G. There's not enough people on this list for me.
Yeah.
It's like he's just doing it by himself. And it sounds like he's recording himself.
Mm.
Why is Lil Wayne doing that?
Oh, you talking about like, yeah, because when you're a big time artist, like it's going to be 15 names on there showing that you had all these people in the studio doing this, even if they just twisting the knob.
Correct.
I mean, maybe he was trying to cut corners and save a couple dollars. Like, what is this a major release? Like, is Lil Wayne still on a major? I'm not even certain. Like,
I'm sure he's still on Cash Money.
He is still Cash
Money Records, distributed by Republic Records, a division of UMG.
Okay. Yeah, that's terrible. Like, I ain't even. There's no defending that.
This is the one that everybody's going crazy on social media.
That one right there, and see, I didn't even know that one existed. Like, if somebody would have played that to me, I would have thought that.
I thought it wasn't real. I thought it was AI. I thought somebody changed the beat.
Yeah.
Like the production on this album is some of the worst.
Only song that I did kind of like care for a little bit, I like the Flex Up record called Flex Up. The BX the Plug one, that one was cool. And the one I saw everybody talking about, the Big Sean one, it was okay.
With Jelly Roll?
With Jelly Roll, yeah. I hated the Sharks, some shit like Sharks and...
Where is his help? Where's Nicki?
I was about to say, where's Nicki and Drake?
Drake?
Where are they at? Him and Drake don't fuck with each other.
Where's the Hot Boys? Where's Rick Ross? Where is Atlanta?
See, this Drake and Kendrick beef still is spilling over to some shit.
What side is Wayne on? We don't know.
I think he's still siding with Drake.
Then I'm going to Toronto and getting 6 songs from Drake.
But Drake don't really fuck with Weezy.
That means I'm not messing with them on Kendrick's side.
I don't know. Like,
this is bad.
Does it change? Like, because sometimes they ask the question, like, when somebody put out a dud like that, like, does it change who Wayne is? Like, does it knock him down? Like, because I know some people have Wayne top 5 all time.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't think it knocks him down, but you start to question it, like, why is this fall from grace so substantial?
Yeah, it sounds like unmotivated, lazy. Like, to me, it sounds like.
But Reese, I think the lyrics are fine. I think his production is so, like, Reese, you go through this album and that's what the beats ain't that much better than what I just played.
Yeah.
Why is Lil Wayne's production so bad?
But so I want to go back to the production of it. Lil Wayne historically ain't never sought out the biggest producers. Like he's had a few, that was by some big time producers, but for the most part, he had a lot of unknowns that gave him fire. You know what I mean? Or he turned them into something. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I agree with you. Like I think
he's not what I'm saying. Like Lil Wayne's budget wasn't always just spent on I got to go get Pharrell, Timbo. Like that ain't never really been Wayne.
I feel like it was when he did 1.1 in 3 days. I feel like he had the top producers in the game.
On that Carter 3?
For sure.
Who's the biggest producer on there?
Maybe
what did Dad say? I be saying, hey, we all got phones in.
Right.
Yeah. Like he turned a lot of those guys into big time producers after that point, but
the work was still good though.
Yeah, the work was incredible.
The work is bad on here.
And that goes to what we was talking about this last week. Like,
this nigga had Swiss Beats, Static Major.
Yeah, Static and Swiss.
Kanye.
He didn't let the beat build.
Babyface, I think was on there somewhere.
Playing Skills got a lot of bangers.
I ain't.
And Jim Johnson.
Jim Johnson, white dude, but he wasn't really big in hip hop. But
he was. That's all he do.
I'm saying he wasn't. He didn't have like the A-list guys. Like I remember when they was on. I think did he do some shit with Al or?
Yeah.
Batter Up. Did he do that with Wayne and Al?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying. Like I've never known.
If he didn't, he did.
He did something. I think.
Oh, Kanye did Comfortable. That's right.
Kanye did Comfortable? I didn't know that.
It makes sense, I think, but
I never knew that. Hey, let the beat.
Playing Skills and T-Pain did If You Got Money.
That's what I'm saying. That was T-Pain's. Wasn't that T-Pain's in-house people that did that?
Who Playing Skills?
Yeah.
I don't think Playing Skills was work for T-Pain. I know they out of Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know Playing Skills. Playing Skills, they big record was Riding Dirty, Chameleonaire. I think they might have had bigger records than that, but I know Playing Skills. I know they definitely did that.
Yeah.
Let the Beat Build was Kanye and some other dude, but yeah, he did Let the Beat Build too.
Yeah, I just.
And then a Millie, it was Bangladesh.
See, I think that really kicked the door down. Even though Bangladesh, he was getting busy with Diddy back in the day.
See, I felt like Carter 4 is when he took it to another level on the production.
On the production side, yeah, I mean, because after he did that Millie the first week, that's when, that's when he rocketed into a superstar. You know what I mean? Like
Bangladesh is 6'7".
Yeah, and he was saying that Wayne and them didn't pay him, or they jerked him or some shit.
Yeah, that's
they was known for that. Whispering about that shit,
yeah,
but
that's what started the whole.
Hey, the way that the credits is looking on these albums is exactly my point.
Yeah, but so that's what I was about to say. We was talking about last week about how, like, do the majors even still exist? Like, I understand that he's being, like, distributed, through a major, you know what I mean? Or it's almost like a partnership. But I think most of these artists now, at least the artists that we love, a lot of them have been given free range to go create your project and we'll distribute it for you. You know what I mean? But we're not lending our team to, or we're not letting our team assist you in the creation of this project. We just going to, put it out there for public consumption. But other than that, like, I don't think the majors, at least with the artists that we love, I don't think the majors is really fooling with them like that, because most of them ain't in the buildings with them no more. Like,
Detail did How to Love? Surprising to me. Detail did How to Love.
Detail did that?
That's surprising.
Did he do the what's name too? The Drake. Oh no, Detail did that. My one joint that Wayne had a single that Detail did. He walked somebody out to a fight that I was really fucking with it. But no, back to the Wayne shit.
Detail did work with Drake before they beat him up.
Oh, they beat him up.
Yeah, Chelsea the Detail.
I need Chelsea. Overall though, yeah, I mean, from what I heard. I hate to say it, but the album, it was garbage, from what I heard.
I just hate to see our greats fall from grace like that. You know what I mean?
Polo the Down did John.
Polo did that? Did he do Ross's though? Like, cause I know it was
I'm Not a Star.
Yeah.
He's on the credits for this one, for Wayne.
Yeah, man. It's. I mean, but also too, you know, we've seen Wayne. Like, you know, I kind of ain't been feeling Wayne for the last couple of years, but I hate how Wayne acts like he doesn't know anything that's going on in the world.
Yeah. This album sounds like it though. Like he ain't in tune.
But he's a liar.
Listen. We said it best, so we can get the fuck up out of here with this Wayne shit. It ain't really none of so. Where is the people that helped Wayne? Like you said, where's 2 Chainz at? Where's the niggas at?
He's on an album with a weak ass verse. I did hear the 2 Chainz song. He's on the album.
I didn't know he was on that. But I haven't. I was cool. Also, too, we let the Carter series rest, bro.
Yeah, he's up to 6.
So let it rest. You feel me?
It's trendy though.
It should have stopped after 4, honestly.
Yeah, I'm cool with stopping at 4.
Yeah.
4 was really good though.
I know, but I'm saying we didn't need anything.
I can't even tell you what 5 was.
I mean, either.
It's 5 with him with the graduation cap. No, that's 4 with the green.
4 is graduation cap.
Yeah.
5 was him holding his mom's hand.
Yeah, no thank you.
I don't even know what was on there. What was on 5?
Carter 5 had Not a Lot, 2018. Mona Lisa is on there.
That's the one with him and Kendrick. Yeah, I ain't care for that.
Dark Side of the Moon is on there.
Don't even know what that sounds like.
That's just like I mean, Wayne just be overdoing shit. That's just like when he did the dedication series. We could stop.
This is Dark Side of the Moon. Never heard this.
I think I got popular later on.
I hate that Wayne. Huh? I hate that Wayne right there.
Yeah, but that Wayne is still marketable.
Yeah. Somebody said the lighter is out of fluid. It was like,
that's funny. It's been out of fluid though.
Yeah, I mean it's.
This still sounded like major label.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think.
I mean, the features tell you like they try to get who they felt like was hot.
Well, the features on this one, you know what I mean? He had
Reginae on this album.
I mean, that was his fault.
5. Yeah, XXX Tentacion.
Oh no, I'm not talking about 5. I'm talking about 6.
6, he had Bono, he had 2 Chainz, he had BX the Plug, Big Sean.
None of these features make sense.
He had Machine Gun Kelly.
They went for the names in streaming.
But you put like Big Sean on the record with Jelly Roll, that don't make sense.
Jelly Roll, that's.
They put Kodak Black on the record with Machine Gun Kelly.
No, I get it. You trying to get 2 for 1.
Like,
the streaming. You going for the streaming numbers. You going for the hip hop people are going to come check this out because of Big Sean. The Jelly Roll's going crazy in the country lane. They're going to come check this out for Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll's a star over there. He's a mega star.
Wayne got a lot of albums out that I don't think a lot of us didn't know is like what?
Like the Rebirths and all that shit.
He had The Funeral.
Yeah, he's on this Eminem run. Like Eminem,
he has this album with Rich the Kid called Trust Fund Babies.
Yeah, I remember that.
I never heard of that. I didn't know that existed. It's a real album.
Yeah, it's a real album. Like it's like 12 songs on it. It's actually 10 songs.
But that's the play right there. Rich the Kid moves the needle on the streaming side.
Then the Fix Before.
That sounds like a mixtape.
Fix Before the 6.
Yeah.
Then Welcome to Collie Grove, which is him.
Yeah, 2 Chainz.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Yeah. Wayne is just washed, man. Like it's okay to admit that. You know what I mean? At least
I don't think he's washed though, Reese. I feel like if he was to do what like Nas did and lock in with one of these great producers and come out with albums, I think he still would be the Wayne that we love.
That's the thing, though. You think Wayne is allowing anybody to produce him? I don't think he's allowing nobody to produce him. Like, because somebody would tell him, like, brother, like, this sounds lazy. Like, this, it don't sound good. Like, because, well, I mean, this is a dumb question, but, like, what y'all think? Like, when Wayne heard this finished product, like, when he was like, all right, it's done and it's over with, you think Wayne sat there like, this shit fire?
It's one of my greatest fears as being a rapper. Okay. Of not really having an understanding of, like, that your music is trash.
That is trash.
It was my greatest fear. When we was doing young, it was my greatest fear that we was out here drinking our own Kool-Aid and we really was putting out trash music and didn't know it. So I feel like that's a thing. Like he put this out.
Yeah, it's a real thing. I mean, but you can also, you know, to follow up on what you're saying, like you can slightly hear and you can feel it yourself and be like, yeah.
Look at my brother. My brother's sad, bro. My brother been going back listening to old Wayne albums this week.
Who, man?
You been on an old Wayne?
My brother's sad, bro. Look at my brother. This is Carter 1.
Yeah, it has, bro. I had to restore the feeling. To clean my palate. Like, it's just watching Wayne.
Like, hold on, Wayne used to be good, right? Let me go remind myself.
Carter 1, he was rapping phenomenal.
Yeah, Carter 1 and Carter 2.
That's when
Carter so slept on for real.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
This right here, when this
came out.
That's what I'm saying. That's when Wayne was really on his I'm the best rapper alive, man. And he was out to prove
it. The way it started.
But this is Wayne hungry. Wayne actually rapping like that. This new shit that Wayne do is not nowhere near the same.
That's why he needed to just do
features. He tapped into it a little bit on that Corday verse.
He needed to just do features.
No, he's tapped into it on. Let's not do that. Like, he's been, every verse that Wayne's been putting out has been heat.
He needed to just do features, but we don't need an album on Wayne.
On this Carter 6.
Wayne need to get on his 3-stack shit. Just give us features here and there.
But on this Carter 6, what on there that you heard was just heat?
No, I'm talking about.
Just remove the beat. Just what he was saying.
No, I'm talking about before this album. Every feature I felt like Wayne was getting on.
Because he did get off on the Benny the Butcher shit, too.
Went crazy on the Benny the Butcher.
Yeah.
And he went crazy on the BB King freestyle?
Yeah. I'm asking about the Carter 6.
Nah, you're right. I understand. Yeah, it's time to wrap this up.
I'm saying that verses.
Bye, Wayne, man.
Some of the best verses I've heard Wayne ever do.
Yeah.
Bye, Wayne, man. We've lost our guy.
Yeah. I've been down with Wayne for a long time though. Like, so this doesn't necessarily surprise me.
He fell off. He like literally was rapping trash.
Yeah.
But then he came back and was rapping good again. So it gave you that false notion of maybe like
that's because niggas was like, yo, Wayne, what's up, man?
Also on music too. Another a new bop came out. I know this is R&B. You know, this is something slightly different, but Mariah Carey.
What about that?
She got a new bop. Let me
find it. I got you. Don't worry about it.
It's called.
Y'all gonna get this clip. Y'all know that, right? Y'all going for the big dogs.
The Mariah Carey joint. Now we gotta. It's.
Because I think
it reminded me of Puff.
This is kind of crazy that he even has this suggestion. This suggestion is crazy to me.
The joint is called.
I'm
gonna pull it up. Don't you?
It's called Type Dangerous. And Mariah's out on the run right now too. She been in clubs, you know what I mean, hosting, you know, trying to get the new single going.
It's first of all, the song's only 2 minutes and 56 seconds. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds.
Got one.
Who produced this?
Oh no.
I found out. I'm gonna speed up.
She got one. She got one.
Not bad. It's not terrible.
She got one. I think it's still too like these legacy acts and artists like. And I hate to be the one to sit up here and say don't make music because I still want to hear these people make music, but it's just like where do it live at? You know what I mean? Like they're so used to the old format that it's just not connecting with this newer generation, just the newer ways of doing the business and doing music that this shit come and go.
I never heard of this.
You know what I mean? So
it's her, somebody named Daniel Moore II and NWI produced that record.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about music, man. This music shit tricky. This music shit, you know, it's especially for like the legacy acts that come from the big budgets and the radio push and the, you know, the old traditional way to break an artist. Like you know that shit don't exist no more.
But I kind of want to, you know, go back against that. I think it do, like, because I have been saying the same thing as you. I think it do exist, but I think it just exists with artists that we ain't all the way in tune with like that. You know what I mean? Like I think it is still going on.
No, but think about it though. But with those newer guys, like they you know they might have a run here and there, but then they disappear.
Yeah, I mean they're not as talented. You know what I mean? Like not all of them.
But also too. But I mean, really the biggest thing with this Reese is the streaming. Is the way that we've been trained to consume music now, we don't give music a chance to live. Right? It's like we get the music. It lives on these playlists for for a couple months, and now we looking for the next hit.
What's that sound baby hitting for?
And then I just skimmed through it. Okay. I just skimmed through it. I ain't really give it.
You said check it out with Scuba?
No, I didn't say check it out. I just said he said what it hit for. I said to give it a look.
Sada Baby.
Yeah. I just gave it.
He had a quick little run.
I like Sada Baby. I think.
I didn't really listen to it, but that's the thing too. That's the problem with today's music. Like, it'd be hard for me to get into these projects. Like, I'll be listening and it's like,
Because they don't be good.
You know, we've been sneaking in.
And we ain't invested into the artists themselves. You know what I mean? Like, we was investing.
But that's why I feel like artists, listen, the Jazzy interview made a lot of fucking sense. A lot of shit that she was saying.
Dope interview.
I feel her. You feel me? But also, too, and I was having this conversation with my guy Jordy, and we was talking about like how like in the clubs, like you're kind of forced to play nostalgic records to move the club. Because these niggas don't make club music no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have no choice but to stay in that old school bag. Because these new niggas don't do it.
That emo phase really, I think, hurt the music a lot. Like, because that wasn't really music that you could play and feel good and party to.
You talking about like the raw wave shit?
That shit became so popular. You know what I mean? Like,
but even with the R&B guys, like, you're not. R&B getting busy. R&B getting busy.
Yeah.
They getting busy.
Fire.
You see who trying to sneak his little butt back out there on the scene?
Ooh.
Trigger.
Yeah, I heard a new record from him too. It wasn't bad, but
what you don't know because you don't be paying attention is that he dropped 6 singles.
Oh, 6. See, I heard the one on Joe. One of them played as a sleeper.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like he dropped 6 records.
After that, Givey y'all got cut off.
I ain't never seen him do that.
I'm Givey y'all. I'm hot,
right?
And I'm in Ish's DMs like, what's up, bro?
What should be?
Because Ish is one of the reasons I got cut off.
These days. You may listen to the radio, they listen to the jokes. So.
Right.
Ish is the reason the record got cut off. Like, nah, hold on, nigga.
He dropped 6 singles. I'm pretty sure on the same day. Lonely, Lost in Time, Give Me a Chance, Can't Stay Mad, Say Word, and History. That's sneaky.
Yeah. And I mean, I get it. Like, you throw shit out there to see which one catch. You know what I mean?
You know he been low.
Super low. A couple charges then got dropped. You know what I mean?
Did he get dropped?
And he did the Millennium Tour where he was headlining. So it's the perfect timing.
And let me be real with you. I'm looking at the singles.
Performing pretty well?
No. I don't know. I don't have access to that type of data. But it seems like he's very independent.
Oh, word. Yeah. Like
every one of these singles is up under the label Tremaine, Neverson, except for one.
Which one?
There's one under GTE.
Okay.
Records. GTE Records.
Dez, coming your way, man. For those that's not aware, we are sitting here with a movie star.
Yeah.
Live in the motherfucking flesh. You've officially hit households across the country. You are now out there. You now have acting credits under your name. Politics as Usual is officially out.
My parents was tapped in on Friday.
How you feeling, man? Like you out here? I know this time last year. Well, I mean a little further back, about a year ago. You know, we was at a premiere. You know what I mean? And, didn't quite go the way it's planned. You know, but
it was with the Swedish guy.
No fault of yours. You know what I mean? But here we are. You know what I mean? I wasn't even aware. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I just started seeing the timelines, and I'm seeing little short clips and everything like that. And the first thing that I said in the chat was like, "It looks good. Looks like it's in 4K." You know what I mean? And then that followed up with, the sound good too. Like, hold up. Niggas went back in the lab and reworked something. You know what I mean? But salute to that.
I'm still getting credit for the audio. I don't know how.
Salute to that. But how you feeling, man? Your movie is now officially out. Tell the people what the movie is, where it's at, you know, how they can consume it.
Politics as Usual is on Tubi. You know, it's what would we call it? What genre would it reach? Would it be action? Drama?
Hood cinema.
Hood cinema.
Little drama.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Definitely say drama, yeah.
Look at my boy.
Working for. Right now, they're desperate to find him. I'm assuming you know where he is. Tell me.
Tell me,
so I
yes.
can help you.
So I can help
Say his name. Say his name so I can trust you.
Stephen Victor, right?
Say his name so I can trust you.
I forgot about that scene.
Say his name.
Hey man. You know, it's.
What we talking
I
about?
always wanted to be in a hood movie, man. So
You've done it. You've done it, my guy.
I didn't drop that box. I didn't drop the album. I didn't did a hood movie. I didn't
checking off the boxes.
They gotta do one more movie so you can hit something in the movie for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely need a sex scene. I definitely need a sex scene.
I don't understand why one didn't happen in this one. You
had
the new the stepmom that was on it, right?
I didn't write it. But no, it's cool, man. Check it out, man. You know, people. Shout out to the city. A lot of people been watching it. People been DMing me saying they watched it.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girl Chelsea. She was like, "Des, I've never seen you be serious a day in my life." So to see
You were
you in
super
this role,
serious,
she was like, to see you in this role was just so funny because I ain't never seen you like be serious. So it's cool, man.
Look at my nigga. Hold on. Let me turn this around so you can see this.
I was surprised just like y'all.
Look at Dez out here holding the strap up to the homie. He holding the strap up to the homie.
Is that the deleted scene? I don't remember that scene. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but and see, I feel kind of robbed. You know what I mean? Because the version that I seen, I don't think it's this version. I'm definitely gonna put it on tonight. You know what I mean?
Man, so shout out to everybody that's checking it out, man. But I'm like y'all. You know, I woke up and I got a message saying that the movie was out. You know what I mean? So you know, we here, man. So shout out to everybody that's checking out politics.
Hey, let's change this marketing up.
What's up? How you see that fit?
I'm just saying, like there's a star in the movie.
He is.
He's sitting across from me.
He is.
He's not.
I got the alternative cover. If you
and I seen that, and that pissed me off.
There's an alternative cover.
Yeah.
No, and he's not on it for real. He's like a little shaded part of the top.
Hey man, listen, I had no creative control and nothing like that. I just
get my man into marketing.
You know, we here, man. Shout out to everybody checking it out.
Yeah,
shout out to everybody that was part of it, man. It was cool. It was a cool little experience, man. Now I need to get up to Detroit, tap in with my guy Ro. My guy Ro, he's running it up in Detroit right now. He's in all types of movies. So
hey, Detroit had Tubi on Smash for a minute, but I don't know the last time y'all been on Tubi.
Never, I'm never on Tubi.
Atlanta is here.
They're going crazy.
Oh my God, I seen a movie with Quavo and all them. Like it's all kind. And Atlanta is got the cheat code.
Hold on, the Waterboy movie.
The Waterboy.
Oh yeah. That was hard.
I see Waterboy. Yeah.
That was hard.
Atlanta's using the cheat code because they're putting little semi-stars into these flicks, whereas you know the Detroit's is a lot of unknowns. Right. Atlanta got the C-list, some B-list niggas in some of these movies, so it's like, oh,
I feel like the movie industry is in Atlanta.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah,
there,
a lot of because, you know they give you like those credits, those like tax credits and shit for filming out there.
Yeah,
you know, as long as you mention and show certain like landmarks, they'll.
Super dope, man. Salute to that, man. It was dope to see you on the screen. You know, seeing everybody post that shit. The love looked like it was crazy.
Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Like I've been getting a lot of love, man. So seeing people like repost it and add me, you feel me? They've been doing it on their own free will. I haven't went on a campaign and posted for me. I had a talk with actually shout out to Trav. Trav hit me up, man. He like, Des, bro, why you don't ever be like promoting yourself for real? And I'll just be like, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I think it's the era that we grew up in or something. I don't know what it is. I can't really put my finger on it, but I'm like, I don't know. I just got a bad habit of that. I'll be, you know, I try not to really, which it hurts because it's like, if it's my shit, you got to get it out, right? But I tend to just let it be organic.
We come from an era where we don't want to come off looking a certain way. Yeah. It's like, it's hard to explain, but I get exactly where you're coming from. Like it's
I'm
not that you feel like people should go, but it's almost in a sense like
and do all that. Like it's just I hate, you know, it's my pride and my ego, I guess. You know, but I'm not gonna hit my people up and say, "Hey, check this out, post this for me." We're not gonna do it. If you do it, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. Like I'm not gonna think of you any less.
Right.
You feel me? If you don't or do. But I know some people, that's what they do. They're gonna beat down everybody's inbox and like, check this out and post it for me, this, that, third. Like, I just like to let people just do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you feel like doing, cool. And like I said, if not, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I ain't fucking with you because you ain't. Now, I will look at you funny when you see me doing something and you don't support my stuff, but then you turn around and ask me to support your stuff.
Right.
I don't be understanding that. Like, you feel me? So when people do that, I'll be like, bro, you see all the you don't post the podcast, you don't do nothing, and you can't say you don't know I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Right.
You don't never, you know what I mean? But then you'll have the audacity to turn around and be like, hey, can you?
Right, because that's the thing. Like, if as many people that listens to the podcast actually like posted it and subscribed and did all that shit, like we would be somewhere completely up out of here. You know what I mean? But again, like you said, I don't feel no way about it.
Like I'm not. But I just feel like if that's what you're gonna do, you can't turn around and ask me to do something for you,
right?
And you won't do it for me.
Yeah, I understand that for sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So,
I got some stuff for the docket.
What's up?
I don't know if you got it on there, but I feel like we need to talk about this DDG thing.
Yeah, we can get into it. I didn't have it. I know we kind of talked about it a couple weeks ago. Y'all weren't really that hip to it, so I just kind of left it alone. But let's get into it.
And also Kevin Gates.
Yeah, the divorce. I was laying in bed this morning and got wind of that they was married for like a month.
Yeah, 52 days.
Yeah.
So I don't know which one you want to go to first.
Wherever you kick it off. Like,
how y'all feeling about this whole DDG thing and
the Halle Bailey?
Yeah, how y'all feeling? Like, so the latest is that he filed a restraining order,
to keep him from going out the country or some shit.
Out the country, with his child or whatever, and he exposed some text messages of some trying times where she just was going through some
mental shit. Yeah.
And threatening to kill herself a lot, right? So
I didn't like that. But he has to do that, you know.
Oh, you didn't like the fact that he filed?
No, I didn't like him, you know.
Because I'm not sure if he put it out in the public. I'm not sure if he did it.
I thought he had put those text messages out.
I think those might have been a part of the court.
Okay.
I'm not sure that he ever put those out.
Okay. So I stand.
Does that change it for you?
A little bit, yeah. Because my thing is that, you know, and I don't have, you know, that type of experience of, you know, beefing with, you know, the mother of my kids. But I have had, you know, spats, you know, back and forth with my kids' moms before. And the same way that I kept it, you know, G, they kept it G. You know what I mean? Like, the shit didn't get out to people, you know, what we was at odds about. Now, I get it. This is a completely different scenario. You know, they're public figures, you know what I mean? And it's almost like, you know, they both trying to, you know, throw dirt on each other's name publicly to make another one look a certain way. But it's like, y'all both still, you know, the parents of this kid. You know what I mean? Like, it would be hard for me to try to make, you know, someone who I was once involved with look a certain way. Now, if she's just being completely unfair, you got to do what you got to do. Okay. You know what I mean? And I can't fault somebody for trying to get the rights of their kids, or at least have some rights to be in their kid's life. But I'm so against, you know, making, you know, somebody who you once was in love with look a certain way publicly like that. You know what I mean? On both ends. Like, I think she looked whack for doing it to him, and I think he looked whack for doing that to her. But again, I don't have as much experience in that field because I haven't had any issues go that far to where it became public, where we feuding online and shit like that, thank God. And maybe that's just, you know, what you have to do, because he ain't the first person, they ain't the first couple that I've seen doing this publicly. So it looked like it's something that's a part of the norm, you know. So I think it's whack, though. I hate it.
Yeah, man, I'm with Reese. I hate how, you know, they went to the internet with this shit, which I see, you know, because it's like they both are using their celebrity, and with their celebrity, they have fan bases, and they're kind of using their fan bases to weaponize each other or whatever. And that's why it's just like, bro, this internet shit just gets so sticky, and it's just like, ugh, like, it make you just be like, I'm cool, you know what I mean? Yeah. But when you want to be in certain spaces, it's like you have to play the internet game, right? You feel me? So it's like trying to find that balance to where it's like you giving up something, but you don't want to give up too much. You feel me? But
like Tiana Taylor and Amon Shumpert, you know, that was nasty internet games. You know what I mean? But
I mean, according to a lot of people, it was Amon Shumpert trying to play the internet games, not because I did see, like, when the shit initially broke, you know, Tiana was defending because it was just like, and she even made a post saying like, this was an amicable split and all that stuff, and then it's like as time went on, they said he the one that went to the lawyers. It's like, nah, I wanna go public with the stuff. So
because he probably heard behind and we're seeing it firsthand too, also with Cardi and Stefan. Cardi and Offset. You know what I mean? Like, I think little shit, and not to get off topic with the DDG, but I think what happens is that it be little triggering shit that we don't have any clue about that happens, and it sets it off, and that's when the chain of events just turn. And you're like, what the fuck is they doing? You know what I mean? Like that shit that you just showed me earlier with Cardi kissing Stefan at the camp like that.
Talk about it.
Like, you're trying to get a reaction out of Offset. Now, that's not to say that you can't move on, you know what I mean, and do what you do, but it's like, is that really even necessary right now?
Now Offset did a lot of bullshit over the years, bro.
Yeah, he did.
So it's kind of like, you know how women gonna do, bro.
I think Reese is more talking about like how people should carry things and how they, you know what I mean? Like,
that's more so.
How you carry it, like, there's other people that are involved, and so I think
too many people involved. And
so it's like we got to get back to that point where we start carrying things in a much more honorable way.
Yeah.
Instead of carrying it in a clout chasey type of way to go.
I agree.
Because at the end of the day, and even Remy and Pap, you know what I mean? Like all these examples that keep coming up.
They ain't carrying it right.
But the thing is, like, and then you have to turn around and be at, the graduation ceremony for your kid. Now we done been online acting like bozos, and now we got to sit here with each other and save face publicly because we done did all this silly shit online. If we never introduce the public to all this shit going on, we can be at that graduation, not fucking with each other, but still in support of our kid. You know what I mean? And all it's going to look like is a picture hit up a line. Oh, look at Remy and Pap out there at their daughter's graduation. That's dope they together, even though they ain't together no more. And that's the end of the story. But it's all this like, oh, you know what I mean? Like all this other shit that these celebrities introduce to us. You know what I mean? And I think really at the end of the day, it's on the strength of trying to stay in the public eye to potentially get a bag. You know what I mean? Like where these niggas like, and maybe that's why we don't quite understand it, because we ain't never really been faced with them type of scenarios of this being our livelihood, or we need clicks, or we need impressions to be able to get the next bag. You know what I mean? Niggas that work 9 to 5, we don't quite understand, or we don't quite relate to it because we don't need all that shit to be able to, keep our, our source of income or our livelihoods. You know what I mean? So that
DDG, bro, the internet shit just be so crazy, bro.
Yeah. Like, I'm just never getting online dogging, the mother of my kids. You know what I mean? It don't matter how pissed off that I am, like, because the court of public opinion is not going, win a case for me. You know what I mean? And now unless she get on there and do some crazy shit, you know what I mean, publicly, and the judge see that like, oh yeah, that person ain't fit. You know what I mean? But outside of that, it's like they slinging mud just trying to make the other one look bad. You know what I mean? Maybe it's to try to get the custody of the kid. I don't know.
Yeah, because there's still kids involved. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that be my thing. But my thing too is this: you do all this stuff, you throw all this dirt on the father or the mother.
Yeah.
But then you still gonna want support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you threw all this mud on my name, but then if I don't support, you gonna say, oh, this person don't support their child. Like, I ain't got X, Y, and Z. You feel what I'm saying?
In a sense, like, I think that's a slightly different, I feel slightly different about it, like, because no matter
what you do, I'm still going to be there for my child.
Right. You know what I mean? And
great. What you should. But it's like, I don't know.
It's tough.
It gets tough because it's like, okay.
But that's why I say.
But let's say I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then let's say you're not doing what you're supposed to do with the funds.
And see, I can't speak to. I don't have that much experience to it. Like,
I mean, I don't have none, but I'm just saying, like, it's get tricky.
But
you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of levels to it. I hate when all this shit go down. Look, what adults do with adults is cool, but I hate when the children are used as pawns in the game to advance in the who's right, who's wrong. You feel me?
Blaze, what's your thoughts on it? I know you wanted to speak on this. So what's your thoughts on the DDG?
I think it's the same thing that y'all was saying. I agree with both of y'all. And I'll go back to what I said and recall this from the beginning of the show. I feel like every member of this podcast have carried it a certain way when there's been opportunities for us to not do so and be justified in not carrying it so well. Yeah. And so I'm a big fan of that. Like, I know sometimes, you know, the petty bone get the itching in you, and you kind of want to, you know what I mean, you want to fire back, you know what I mean? But I think in this situation.
But you can't win when you do that because you still going to look corny.
Which is why I think there's such a...
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's just best to just hold it down. Like, all right, bro.
I feel like that's the reason why so much honor amongst us. Like, Dez is the honorable. I feel like we all are kind of to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Because
you gotta hold it down because you don't like.
And sometimes
It's tough.
Sometimes you do discover and learn new things about your partner along the way. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some of the accusations and things of her, you know, potentially harming herself. Like, he probably wasn't aware of that side of her. You know what I mean? In the beginning, but I wouldn't want to put that out there because now I think it heightens it. You know what I mean? Like, if she was slightly having these feelings and, you know, attempts potentially to harm herself, now that the whole world knows about it, you know, it might take it to a whole new level. You know what I mean? Now, and it could work in the positive, and she might could seek help and get, you know, the counsel or the help that she needs to resolve it. But yeah, that's a slippery. I don't know. Like, I would be kind of cautious on trying to reveal, you know, the skeletons in somebody's closet, you know, that I'm still connected to. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't together no more, but we still are, you know what I mean? We got a kid here that we got to still look after. Yeah. And an infant at that, you know what I mean? It's 2-3 years old.
And I think the end result in you carrying it a certain way is once the emotions fade away, first of all, you feel better about yourself. Yeah. That you handled yourself in that way. But then typically, not always, but typically, the person from the other side who didn't maybe carry it as well is going to come to you like...
Salute to you for being that stand up during that time when I was on some fuck shit. You know what I mean? Because I even use myself as an example. You know what I mean? I've had, you know, not issues, but I've had a time to where, you know, me and my son's mom stopped rocking with each other, no longer was a couple, and she done moved on and somebody else is in the picture, you know, where a nigga could, you know, slight sucker attacks or be like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And, you know, the typical don't be having my kid around somebody, you know what I mean? That type of shit takes place. That's a natural thing. Like, niggas' feelings be hurt, chicks' feelings be hurt, so naturally they try to hurt you through the kid. You know what I mean? And like you said, sometimes you just got to see that through. You know what I mean? Like, she still needs you to raise this kid. You know what I mean? Like, in most cases, not saying that, you know, no, they do need each other. A kid need his father, a kid need his mom. You know what I mean? So, I hate it. You know what I mean? That shit is, it's whack. It's whack.
Like I said, I don't think that that's what's going on in this particular case. I'm not saying that nobody's carrying it. I'm not saying DDG is not carrying it. Like, I think what was exposed was something that he felt he needed to submit to the courts without...
Well, I saw her trying to expose him.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
But we see that a lot, though, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, in our situations, we've seen that where just because you carrying it a certain way don't mean that the other person, typically, they don't carry it as well as you do. Yeah. You know, and that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I guess there's a clip about this Brittany Renner. I guess
oh, yeah. She was sitting down doing the interview. She like showing a rollout.
Yeah, BT Wars.
That's what it was, BT, yeah.
We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
So you're divorced?
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to like entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and, things changing, honestly, it's like, I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and pouring into myself. And what I also will add is that I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say in this world. And I have no shame in that. That's why I'm here. BET Awards. As you can see, I'm out here on this blacktop by myself.
Yeah,
I guess my first question would be why we even needed to know that they was divorced. You know what I mean?
Married.
Like, I don't know the beginning of the interview. You know what I mean? If that's,
I'm pretty sure he came up. Like, I mean, he
seems surprised.
She's been rolling around with Kevin Gates. So of course they're gonna ask about Kevin Gates. Is that the BET Awards?
But that's the thing. Like, why is she at the BET Awards without Kevin Gates? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
The invitation was extended because she was with Kevin Gates. So it probably was already accepted, and she pulled up, and because I don't think Kevin Gates is there.
But now that I'm not with Kevin Gates and haven't been since May, like I'm probably just like, yeah, BT, I won't be.
No, but why would she do that? She gotta. You've been making your living off of the internet, so you gotta keep it. You know what I mean? This is your new storyline, so you know what I mean. You gotta stay. We get to talk from a 9 to 5 perspective. Some of these people have been making a living off of crazy shit, essentially on the internet. So this is her new storyline. You know, her first story. You know, we've seen her go through. Her personally, we've seen her go through 10 different stages, right? Yeah. And now that they're divorced or whatever, I mean, which I always thought the situation was capped, but who am I, right? Cool. You feel me? Now I gotta introduce this in case somebody see me out with somebody else. Then you feel what I'm saying? I'll put it out like me and him ain't together no more. But whatever. I know. I see your brain over there in this crowd. Like, I don't get it. I don't either. Yeah. That's why I feel like this is why I feel like we'll never be able to be on the internet.
Yeah, when I heard that one, like I said, I actually heard that sound clip this morning. I was laying in bed and I'm like, make it make sense. Like, it's some people that is invested in it, and you know, when it comes to that, I'm not one of them. You know what I mean? Some people probably do care about it. You know what I mean? And trying to get the.
I mean, they've been playing into a lot of the streaming games. I mean,
they've been all the streamers.
Yeah,
pulling up on him and shit.
Kevin Gates knows what he's doing. I don't know if Kevin Gates have had a relevant song in the last 10 years, but he knows how to play the game, right? And this whole thing with Drika and now Brittany Renner is just a part of the thing. Like, people do this to stay in the limelight to keep getting bookings.
I mean, I did not. I mean, his last album, I didn't listen to it, but I heard
he got one joint that's moving though that I hear quite a bit on like TikTok videos and Instagram videos. Not to say that that's necessarily moving, but I'm just saying I hear it a lot on there.
What song is that?
I forgot. It's like a chanty type song. I don't know the name of it for sure, but I've heard it quite a bit. It's probably one of his more popular if you go to his new records or whatnot. But yeah, salute to them. I was still over here trying to do the math, like, because she said they got married April the 6th. Mm-hmm. Like, it ain't nothing. Today ain't nothing but June 9th, right? And she said they got divorced when?
May 28th.
May 28th? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they only been divorced 2 weeks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She was saying something about, you got to wait. She said something about 52 days, or maybe I heard it wrong.
She just was explaining, I don't know why.
Maybe they was married 52 days.
Yeah, I think they was married for 52 days.
Okay. Yeah, that 90-day thing, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I said, it sounds like, this is me assuming, but this sounds like, all right, I did this Muslim jig for a minute now.
No, I think she's still.
The rollout is coming back. I'm back to.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think she's still with her.
Well, she's still in her 90-day period. She can't. You know, she don't want to be a disgrace to Islam.
I think she was in this bag before Kevin Gates.
Oh, was she? I thought. See, my understanding was that Kevin Gates had kind of like converted her.
No, I think she went to this bag, then she started dating Kevin Gates.
Oh, word? Okay. Well, that makes it a little better for me.
Kevin Gates, I forgot, he do got that one song that was going crazy. It still go crazy, that.
He got a
That Beyonce.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. I hear that every day on social media.
I stand corrected. Don't get me.
I knew he had one. I hear it daily on social media.
I ain't gonna fight y'all.
Kevin Gates does have an interesting fan base. Like he got a.
For sure.
Fuck with him. But that.
Beyonce, that's what it is. It's called Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I got one more question. I know you asked us that.
He did a remix with Sexy Red. And BG. BG's on the remix too.
Oh yeah, BG. I did hear BG's verse on it. Yep.
Oh, so maybe I did hear that.
Yeah, you've heard it. You've definitely heard it. So if you turn on Beyonce, you go, I've heard this.
Yeah.
You probably just think it's an older record,
right? No, he dropped that last year.
Yeah, he got one moving, and he probably be fucking up the fucking Bayou with it in the clubs and all that shit.
Facts.
We don't play Kevin Gates as much up here in the club. You know, we up north and shit, but I think down south he still get busy. Him and Boosie really tear the south up.
For sure.
I got one question.
Go ahead.
And I hope I'm not stepping on your topics. I don't see his record at all. But
Beyonce ain't on there?
Not in the top songs, at least.
Oh, okay.
I hope I'm not stepping on your topics. Actually, man, this record bad now.
Oh yeah, as soon as you hear it, you go like, oh yeah, okay.
Let me start with Kevin Gates and Sexy Red.
I can't believe it ain't popping up as. You never heard that?
I got a question though.
What's up?
Is Michael Beasley slow?
It's definitely on the docket.
Okay, I'll chill.
We can just go right to it because I was ready to jump into the sports. But first off, I do want to salute that whole thing, the TNC, I believe it's called, with Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson played a one-on-one game. My oldest son, actually had sent me a clip. I wasn't even aware of any of this going on, and I clicked onto it. And this whole weekend, that's all I've been watching is their YouTube channel and their Instagram page. It's like a reality basketball show, what they got going on, which led up to the ultimate pay-per-view of Lance Stevenson versus Michael Beasley, one-on-one. Right. But to answer your question, Michael Beasley is definitely slow. But he's also smart, too. He knows what he's doing.
I think so, too. Now I think he's kind of playing into it.
He's definitely playing into it. Some of the shit I just can't be involved with. Like I can't sit like some shit. I'm dead. I just can't be involved with it. Like you can. It's one thing for us to sell this promotion of what we doing, but
why can't you be involved with it, my brother? What's going on? What's wrong?
Michael Beasley just was overstepping the lines too much. Like, and for what, my nigga? Like, the people are going to tune in because we're playing basketball. They want to see us play basketball.
I feel like he had a lot of fantasy league type talk going on.
Nah, Michael Beasley shit was too much. It was too much. Lance kept saying, whoa.
I feel like that gets in the fantasy league chat.
I don't know. Like, point it out. If you see something like that,
they'll be in the chat talking about I'm about to pass you on to the next one.
Yeah, we'll say that, but no, his shit was a little too
intimate,
too descriptive. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna turn you around, put you up on that wall, and I'm gonna punish you for who you? Come on, like, bro, we playing basketball.
Let's be real. Can anybody beat him one-on-one?
That's what they're saying. Like, they're saying he's the best one-on-one player in the world. Like, I wasn't fully hip to that. I knew he was a good player. Like, it was always an urban legend. And he was always beating Brown one-on-one. You know, Mario Chalmers and all them came out, and Udonis Haslem and said it. You know what I mean? But I was like, one-on-one is such a different game than 5-on-5. It's completely different. And it doesn't necessarily translate to success in a team environment. But from, the circles of basketball, like this new circles of basketball and the people that they look to, they're saying that, yeah, he's the one, you know what I mean? He's a hard cover. I mean, he's 6'10", lefty. He's kind of unorthodox. His game is different. Mm-hmm. Only thing that really irked my nerves this whole weekend, because I was watching not only him, but just that whole YouTube channel and Instagram, them niggas carry the rock so fucking much, man. But nobody bats an eye at it. It's almost like that's basketball now. And I'm aware that my basketball is different than their basketball. You know what I mean? So, and that's what my son kept telling me, like, when you playing it in real time, you can't tell that it's a carry like that. I'm like, I'm looking at it, and that is a flat out carry. Like, I would be out there fighting because I would be the one calling the call, like, carry, I need that. You know what I mean? It's going to turn into a fight, but I loved it. You know what I mean? I thought Lance had more of a chance. You know what I mean? I didn't know Beasley was going to dog him like that. Yeah. I knew the height would be a slight problem, but he was hitting Lance with some step backs. Lance all in his grill. Yeah. Nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? Lefty's always been a tough cover. You know what I mean? Trying to even cover somebody that's lefty that can get that shot off like that. But I thought that was a dope event. It is called the TNC, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I mean, I didn't. This is what Beasley do, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, Beasley, he's still hooping like heavy. Yeah. Like he still hoops like he's in the league. You know what I mean?
What's Beasley? 34, 35? Maybe.
Yeah, he gotta be about the same. Whatever KD is, he gotta be around the same age as KD.
Oh well, shit. KD what? 37? Man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Beasley up there.
It's amazing that he's still playing like that Beasley at that level. There. You know what I mean? And not
because they played together in AAU,
right?
So
36.
Yeah, for him not to have that same type of, because you know it's a difference between KD and Beasley. Like KD got the ultimate access. You know what I mean? The trainers and facilities and recovery. You know, Beasley give me the vibe that he out here hurting. You know what I mean?
He played 11 years in the NBA.
11.
So he getting pension.
He earned 33.
Yeah, and that's what he said. You know, to him and Lance, like we both getting pension. He just gives off the he give me the SD vibe. You know what I mean? Like
I think Beasley. I've like a couple interviews I've seen Beasley do. Mm-hmm. I know. I believe he was on Jeff T. He was on a couple little like Gilbert.
Yeah.
And went super viral on the pivot.
Yeah,
that was a good.
And I think what it is with Beasley is like Beasley is
mental. It's a lot of mental.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where he like, I should still be in the league. Like I got myself kicked out the league. You know what I'm saying, by not taking it serious. You feel what I'm saying? And I just thought my raw talent would carry me.
11 years is a long time, though.
It is a long time.
He did his time. Like I think that was way more than enough time to determine if. Because, I mean, I think the thing with him...
It's still a business, too, though. Right?
It's still a business, but Beasley was the number 2 pick. So, it's like, it's a lot of expectations for you a number 2 pick.
But a lot of people say, like, when he was in Miami, it was like, you know, like...
I mean, but you behind Brown.
But that's what that's what I'm saying. Sometimes the business gets the best of you. It's not necessarily the skill or you can't play, but it's like if you're not in the right situation, on top of you might have off-the-court antics, it's going to really hurt you. You feel me?
Yeah, I think he played a role in some of this shit, but politics I know definitely played a factor in him not being in the league still or not having the success that he should have. But because I think Beasley might have played for like maybe 6 teams.
I know he played in New York for a little bit.
Played for Miami.
New York,
Minnesota, Phoenix.
He was balling in Minnesota.
Yeah. Went back to Miami in 2013, 2014.
Was he in Sacramento too, or did they draft him?
No, he got drafted to the Heat.
Did he draft him? Okay.
Yeah.
They played for Houston.
That's
Milwaukee,
what it was.
New York, and then LA.
I forgot about Milwaukee.
LA? He averaged 12 points for his career. He averaged 19 that 1 year in Mini.
Yeah.
He averaged 19.
Yeah, he was balling in Mini.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the league, man, it's a tough league.
He
like
on championships, though. Like, he kept, like, coming to Miami, like, when they wasn't. Like, he was there the year before. Mm-hmm. He was there in 2010, right? That's when Brown came, right?
Yeah, Brown came in 10, yeah.
But obviously they didn't win. Right. Then he came back, and
they didn't re-sign him for that second year. He wasn't on the championship too.
Nah, he was drafted. So they must have traded him because he was only there for 2 years. Then he got traded to Minneapolis to the Wolves.
Yeah, because Brown and them played KD in that first, or no. That second final.
He came back to Miami in 2013, 2014. They lost the championship that year.
Yeah, to the Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beasley's tough, man. I was a big fan of his at Kansas State. You know what I mean? He was a monster. Like him and Quentin Richardson, like they was two of the most specialist people I've seen in college. You know what I mean? Outside of like what KD did is, you know, it's been a few special seasons, Greg Olders and shit. But what he did at Kansas State going into the league, like it was super high expectations. Like, oh no, this is a franchise changing player. You know what I mean? And I think when you get drafted that high, like I said, Zion is about to be flirting with, we done with you. You know what I mean? Like you the number one pick. This year 8 coming up.
And he's never played in the playoffs.
Never played in the playoffs.
He averaged 26 and 12 in college.
Beasley? Yeah, monster. Like I said, him and Quentin Richardson was two of the most special 1 year in colleges that I've ever seen.
Yeah, he averaged 26, 12, 1.3 steals, 1.6 blocks.
Yeah.
1.2 assists. Like he was filling up the stat sheet.
Yeah, he's special. And it, like I said, it's remarkable for him to be 36 and still getting busy like that. Now, you know, here's a little shade I guess I could throw at it. Lance Stevenson is probably around the same age as him, maybe a year or two younger or older, give or take. I would be curious to see.
34.
He 34. I would be curious to see if Beasley could do this with somebody, you know, 28 to 30. You know what I mean? Like somebody that's kind of like right there in their prime.
I think Beasley can still play in the league.
Oh yeah. A lot of these niggas can still play in the league. That's a no-brainer. It's just a matter if they're willing to conform and get in line of what's needed of them. Like Beasley don't want to sit on the bench and go be spot minutes for somebody. He don't want to go give you 12 minutes off the bench. And that is what kills a lot of these talented dudes. Like they don't want to, they see themselves differently than the organization sees them. And it's like, nigga, we giving you $3 million. Go sit on that bench and, you know, be happy with that. You know, not saying that it's right, but like Dad said, it's a business. It's a big business. You know what I mean? I want to stay in basketball. Tibbs, Tom Thibodeau, fired from New York. We was on here talking about it last week. I think we might have was saying like it might be time to get him up out of here. So I wasn't as surprised. I am surprised with the names that's floating around out there. The Jay Wrights, the Jason Kidds.
I do not want to see Jay Wright.
I don't either. They got to let that Villanova shit go.
Oh yeah, it's too much. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, way too fucking much. Like
I don't want that at all. That'd be terrible. I don't think he can. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see him in the pro. Like pro and college is two different beasts, bro.
Tough. And the legends is struggled when they got to the pros. The Rick Pitino's struggled. You know what I mean?
Mike Malone make the most sense to me. I feel like go get somebody that's already proven.
I thought Mike Malone already had the job. I thought that's what I was going to have. But only wild card that I haven't heard, and I would like, I think he would be perfect for y'all, Mark Jackson.
That'd be lit.
I like
that'd
Mark
have
Jackson
New York going crazy.
Going dummy.
That'd have New York going crazy.
See it.
Why not?
They don't. For some reason, they don't want to give him a chance, and I don't know.
Yeah, he's blackballed. I don't know. It's more to that. It's more to that. It's more to that Christianity angle of him, you know, taking the Golden State Warriors to the church.
Well, also too, they also too is rumored that, you know, he didn't really believe in the choices of the Golden State owners' lifestyle.
Oh, is he gay?
I don't know if they're still the owners, but the owners when Mark Jackson was there were.
Okay, it makes sense.
So, you know, and he's
very vocal about that.
He was very vocal about that. Yeah, and I hear that played a big factor in him getting about this.
It shouldn't affect these other organizations though. Like I get it, like that wasn't isolated. Cool.
I think Mike Malone. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't try to give what's the name another chance, because I feel like he kind of got a raw deal. He was the coach at Phoenix. I think he was in Detroit for a little.
Mike Budenholzer. That just got fired this year?
Monty.
Oh, Monty. Nah, what he did to Detroit, he'll probably never get up.
Oh, yeah, he did fuck up Detroit.
Yeah. You see how good that team is now, and he went over there and just took a bag from him. Yeah, Monty might not never get a head coaching job again. And I hate that, you know what I mean, because he is a good coach. I do got a question, though, because I know you're the New York fan, and it's really getting to the point to where it's pissing me off, but Why niggas act like the Carmelo years don't exist in New York? Why they keep acting like New York was just dead? Like Melo took them to the playoffs every year. Him and Amari Stoudemire, they had New York on fire. Now they didn't. They ran into the fucking Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics.
But also too, the Carmelo. It was a lot. You know, it was a big internal struggle with Melo and Phil Jackson and.
But Phil came afterwards. It was Mike Woodson at first. Then Phil came and got Melo up out of there.
No, I think Phil was here when Carlos first went.
No.
First contract?
Nah, it was Mike Woodson was the head coach.
Yeah, but no, Phil was never the coach.
Right, he was the GM.
Yeah.
But I thought he came, or he was the president. I thought he came after Amari and Melo had that little run. And then he came in and ran Melo up out of there and traded him.
I don't think so.
No, Phil was already there.
Was he? I don't know.
Because Phil didn't want to give Melo the second contract.
Right. He came in and was cleaning house. Like, nah, we fucking drafted that French point guard and shit. Like, Phil drafted him. Like, that dude didn't play with Melo.
Who?
Nicolai, whatever his name was. Phil wasn't there with Lynn Sanity either. He wasn't part of that.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't think you're right, brother.
Let's look it up. We got too many devices around here. I could be wrong, but I could have swore Phil was still consulting with the Lakers and fucking Jeannie Buss. You know what I mean? Like,
hold on. I think Phil came 2014, 2017.
Yeah. Melo was over there when Boston and them was getting busy and Miami was getting busy in the East.
They say he played for the Knicks 67 to 80. Like, so what?
While y'all looking that up, but
So Melo came 2011.
Right.
So Melo was already there.
Yeah.
He was only there for 3 years.
Right.
The Knicks.
Melo?
No, Phil.
I'm saying, but it was after.
After what?
No, y'all saying that. I forgot what y'all was saying that.
We said Melo was already there.
No, y'all was saying Phil was there with Melo.
He wasn't?
He was.
Phil
wasn't there no 20. Melo was there with that Boston when
Melo came in 2011. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So Phil did come later. He came 2 years later. Came 2014.
24. Okay, yeah. But what I'm saying is that they was on fire before.
I mean, we had a decent run. We had a decent run, bro. The team was okay, but like we went to the playoffs and we lost. I don't think we made it out the first round with Melo.
And by the way, they both left the Knicks at the same time.
Melo and Phil?
Yeah, I don't think we made it out the first round with Melo.
I think they made it out the first.
I don't know.
Did they run into? Because I know they played Boston one year in a series. Didn't they beat Indiana? I thought maybe Paul George and them. I don't know. We ain't got to. That's not even what I really wanted to discuss. It was just more so the way that they act like the Melo years in New York didn't exist. And
no, it's not that we didn't exist, but we didn't really. I felt like we underachieved with Melo.
Oh, he made it out the first round in 2012, 2013.
Yeah,
he played 12 games in that playoff.
They lost in the second round to Boston, I believe. They took Boston 6 or 7.
I feel like 12 games is more than it'd be 7 apiece, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like we started messing up. Honestly, the upper management was fucking up there too. Like I feel like when we let go J.R. Smith and Shump, when we let them niggas go to Cleveland,
That was 20,
but also too the Amari and Carmelo thing never, because Amari kept getting hurt.
Yeah,
Amari was super hurt. Like that really fucked us up. We never really got a real healthy Amari and Carmelo at the same time.
Yeah.
Because remember, Amari came the year before Melo, and Amari was going crazy.
And one year he fucked it up in the playoff. Didn't he break his hand? He busted open the extinguisher or some shit, like in Miami, I thought.
Yeah, did some dumb shit.
Yeah, Melo didn't make the playoffs every year either.
It was, he was there 4 years or 5 years, and he made it 3 or 4 maybe.
Melo was there 2011 to 2017.
He was there that long?
Yeah. Got 2 contracts up out of us. And then remember the second contract, he took a lot of money.
Only 3 times?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm saying, we did, that's
them 3 years on it. Yeah.
But you just playing on the biggest stage, and you got one of the big, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna show it because the Knicks are the Knicks, right? So it's like we're in the big market. We have one of the biggest players in the league. They got a lot of TV time. You know what I'm saying? So it made us look more lit than we really was.
He got there when he got to the Knicks when he was 26.
Melo.
Mm-hmm. He left when he was 32, 33.
Dez, would you give up Jalen Brunson straight up for Ja Morant?
No.
No? I think I would.
No.
I think I would.
Ja Morant in New York?
Yeah.
No. Not with the current roster? No.
Definitely with the current roster.
No, they don't worry.
That's actually one of my deciding factors.
Don't worry.
Yeah, if you can keep that roster around, though. I think Brunson, as good as he
is. We have to play 5 out? We have to play 5 out?
He got exposed a lot.
We got to play 5 out with Ja Morant.
No, you don't.
How's he going? Ja Morant goes to the hole and does 360 layups. How you going to do that?
You want to do pick and roll? You can't do pick and roll and make that?
We could. I mean, the pick and roll with Cat and Ja would be nice.
It'd be crazy.
It would be better than what he got going on with Triple J. Triple J's ass in Memphis. That nigga's
super high.
Yeah, bro. He's
6'10" and get 4 rebounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, get that nigga the fuck out of here.
Didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I hated him at Kansas too. Yeah, last 3 years. Last 3 years for sure.
Yeah, so I mean,
if I'm Memphis, I'm not making that trade though.
From New York, nah.
I think it's time for Ja to get a restart.
If I'm Memphis though, you not.
But I don't think that's
Memphis
what we need.
is willing to let him go.
They might be. I mean, I don't think so. Not that market.
Because okay, you get bro. The way the league is set up now, you gotta have 8, 9 niggas ready to go, bro.
Yeah, he said
two stars.
He said
I know straight up, but no.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
One for one.
No, I don't like it.
Why don't you like it?
I just don't think Ja. I don't think Ja can take an organization.
Only thing
to the next
Jalen
level.
do better than Ja and that's in question is shoot the 3. But other than that,
I don't think Ja can take it to the next level.
But Jalen can't either.
No, Jalen got exposed too much for me in this playoffs. Like the lack of defense. I didn't know his defense was that bad.
I mean, it's a lot of niggas that.
That's not what we said.
Indiana did the same thing to Donovan Mitchell.
No,
yes, they did.
Not
yes,
on that level of Jalen Brunson.
But he couldn't guard nobody.
He wasn't getting exposed defensively though.
Yeah, not like Jalen.
Yes, they was. No, bro, they was doing pick and roll. They was forcing the switch.
They were seeking them out. They were seeking them out.
Yes, bro.
They weren't hunting.
Yes, they
not
were.
As much as they was hunting Jalen though. Jalen was every play up the court.
Indiana did the same thing to Mitch, bro.
Nah.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, bro.
Are you excited about, because the talks is definitely heated up. KD has said he's interested.
Man, no, I don't want KD.
And Giannis too. I mean, Giannis ain't said it yet, but KD.
If we get Giannis and KD, yeah. I don't want KD.
So
myself.
who you giving up though if you get Giannis and KD?
Giannis, bye Mikal.
Who?
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, Bridges. bye.
Yeah, they'll be like,
I mean,
Milwaukee like, what you want us to do with this?
I feel like Bridges.
Cat gotta go.
I was about to say we got to give up Cat.
Hey, your first name being Bridges is crazy to me.
Why? Because I didn't say Cat first, but Cat and Bridges will have to go. Cat and Bridges will both have to go and picks.
Okay.
And I'm with it because I feel like
KD. I don't want KD on your team.
Me either. I don't want KD. I don't want KD.
No, KD in New York.
No,
if y'all had KD on the roster,
because he had a chance to do it.
Y'all in the championship.
No, fuck KD. Because first of all, KD had a chance to do it before he went to Brooklyn, and he talked bad about
with that team though, Dez.
It was with Kyrie. Him and Kyrie had a chance to come to New York.
And
he didn't want to go because he said it didn't look sexy in New York. And he went to the wrong part of New York. Fuck Brooklyn. The real good team in New York is at Madison Square Garden, nigga.
It is now.
Hey, this nigga talking about he's from Bed-Stuy. You hear me?
The real fucking team, the real New York team wears orange and blue, bro. The black and white, it was cool for a moment.
Bro,
it's over with, bro. KD old and washed, bro. And because he's not. Yes, he is. He doesn't want to, bro. KD is Melo in Houston, bro. He don't want to diminish his role, bro.
Hey,
he is.
Dare you?
He is, bro.
He ain't no Melo in Houston.
But KD's not going to want to take. We just had this talk. KD is not going to want to take a step back.
KD ain't won since he left Golden State
at all.
He shouldn't have never left Golden State.
He's not a winner. 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 He's a hot name. He's a hot name. He's a hot take. He's not a winner.
You're talking about a
KD's insanity now.
Championship in the
KD's
two-time finals
now.
MVP.
Will it put?
Let's use a different word for him to say he's not a winner.
Okay, cool. You're right. My fault. He's not a winner.
He's not a champion. He's not a champion without the Golden Boy. Would it put butts in the seats? Would the jerseys go crazy? Yes.
I don't think so.
But yes, it would.
I think the jig is up.
Let me. Okay, let's just do this. All this KD talk, y'all pissing me off. One for one again. I like doing one-on-one spots.
What the fuck did he do in Phoenix, Reese? He got Booker.
That team was ass, Des.
Bro, so what the fuck is he doing?
Swap. That team, Brooklyn was straight. He was a foot away from fucking winning the championship that year.
You know what fucked up Brooklyn? It wasn't KD.
Kyrie got hurt, and then James Harden was hurt. But also too the Kyrie got suspended for the
COVID shit. The COVID shit,
the anti-Semitic.
What were you saying about his foot?
Oh, against Milwaukee. The year Milwaukee won the championship, KD's foot was on the line, and they called it a 2 and not the 3, and that's why Milwaukee won the series. Yeah, we were at the fucking what's that spot where we what's upstairs? The club that was upstairs, R-Bar. We was at R-Bar watching that game. Yeah. That was good night. Let me ask you this. Mikal, if you take Mikal Bridges out because he got 5 players for Mikal Bridges, right? Take him out the lineup and drop KD in that same lineup.
I think he plays losing basketball. That's what I'm saying to you, Reese.
Do they beat all of these teams?
I don't think so.
Y'all are out y'all's mind.
I'm telling you, Brunson and him, they don't match together. They don't mesh well.
Yeah, because
KD can play ball with it. What are you talking about? He don't need the ball.
But is Jalen Brunson ball dominant? That's my question.
Yeah, super ball dominant.
Almost too much. It's not gonna work.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work.
But if you got something like that, he has to.
Reese, KD's not good anymore.
Come on, all right, we go.
He washed, bro. For real, KD washed now, bro.
The NBA Finals.
KD washed, bro. It's over with. It's over with, bro.
Hey, Bron can never have these teams be as bad as what KD be having these teams looking like.
It's over with KD, bro.
Because Bron can take a.
This ain't 6 years ago, Reese. It's over with, bro.
No, that's not fair. I know what you about to say. KD ain't played with Anthony Davis. KD ain't played with.
Sure. KD played with. But KD ain't played with Mo Williams either.
See, now you taking it back to when Brown was in his the guy, the man, couldn't nobody do a thing.
I do not want KD. I would be extremely upset if we get KD. That would be a waste of time.
They're not getting Giannis though.
If KD show up in New York,
why not?
I don't think y'all gonna. I think that y'all.
Why not? Giannis
because he didn't go to Villanova.
So what? Fuck that.
I thought that was part of it.
Come on, nigga. You gonna be lit. We gonna have
you don't care about
the biggest. We gonna have the biggest. Nigga, your shoe gonna do dumb numbers.
Y'all really the Dallas Cowboys in the NBA.
Wow.
Y'all Dallas Cowboys in the NBA. Y'all have the most y'all the most hated fan base.
But when's the last time the Cowboys went this far?
It's been a minute. But I'm saying y'all very
so I don't like the comparison.
But y'all just
he just got there 2 minutes ago.
All right. We got it. Who are you right now? Are you thundered up? Are you all in?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
This nigga's disgusting. That's what I'm saying. I don't even like how he goes over Reese.
I wanted his face so bad the other night.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I hate talking because Reese be talking. He be trying to talk shit about everybody's team.
Doing this. I'm like, bro, come on.
He be trying to talk shit about everybody's team, and this nigga's team changes every day.
I'm just a fan of basketball, Dad.
I think he was with the Bucks when they won it. I believe.
I was.
See?
I'm a fan of good basketball.
Him going to the parade for the Cavs was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Sick.
He was a Boston Celtic at that time.
I still got the Thunder. I moved it from 5 to 6 now.
Reese, I think that we keep doing the same thing every series.
Underestimating Indiana.
I think we keep
this series right here, though, you know what's so crazy about this finals? This is the Paul George Invitational. Both of these teams are constructed the way they are because of Paul George.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Crazy.
But I think that you say, because everybody was like, okay, they won the first game. Because the way that the Pacers win, it looks fluky.
Oh, game 1 was a fluke.
Nah. Bro.
You don't win a game with 20-plus turnovers. They had 20 turnovers at halftime and won the game.
What these niggas do, when the game is on the line, when it's almost the time when you be like, all right, this is over, they start hitting big time shots. They do it every series.
They don't nut up. You know what I mean? They don't. The pressure don't get to them, which most teams do. Down the stretch, it's nah, we still, and that's a credit to Carlisle. You know, he's coaching his ass off. You know what I mean? Him not calling that timeout.
That's what y'all need.
Rick Carlisle.
I mean, first of all, we need to get some pieces on that bench. Like that bench is ass.
So who you went this summer? Like, give me your big time signings and your coach. Who you went?
I don't know. I mean, because what we got Giannis, we got KD. Who else was out there?
Those are the big names. I mean, but there's several.
I mean, honestly, instead of us chasing big names, I'd rather get some pieces that can help us be.
Because Rihanna's not free for the record.
I would rather for us to get some pieces that would help us have a deeper run in the playoffs.
Would you entertain a Jaylen Brown? A trade?
No, because we're going to give up too much for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we need another star. I feel like we need to get good players that can give us good quality minutes, and I feel like we need a shooter for sure. We need a real shooter for sure. And we need some niggas that can come off the bench and give us some good minutes. We need a nigga that can come off the bench and light it up like a Lou Will or something. Like we need a 6 man that's gonna come in that second unit and give us buckets.
So y'all need a Nimhard.
Yeah, somebody like that nigga go crazy.
Hey, his handle nasty.
But
bro. You know what? Like,
I feel like the Pacers are OKC. Like this is how your team needs to look for you to go far now, bro. Like all them stars, that shit sound good, but it's like when it comes to the playoffs.
See, but the thing is that we so enamored or infatuated by the big names. Like Nimhard was the number 6 pick in the draft. Like he's a dog. Like
he's not weak. So, but that's what I'm saying. Indiana did a good job of putting this team together.
Yeah.
Shout out to Indiana, bro. Like they drafted this team.
I don't even know what college he went to. Like
I don't either.
Hey, put the Indianimals back on my timeline.
Indianimals, that new video is disgusting. Them niggas just like to dance, man. Like I ain't mad at them. That's all I got. I did have some real talk, but we can save it for.
I've been scrolling through these free agents, and I ain't seen nobody worth getting on here.
Yeah, it's not a
that's
sexy summer. It's
not
a sexy
like
summer.
I don't want us to. That's what I'm saying.
Like backup players, like
know who I would.
But I don't want us to waste a whole bunch of money and picks for a Giannis. And I damn sure don't. And damn sure don't want to do that for KD.
Excuse me.
Jayshawn Tatum's available.
Who the fuck is that? Oh,
yeah, he'll be available too. Like
Steven Adams is available.
I would like that. Nah.
Jeff Green is still playing in the league.
Yeah, Uncle Jeff.
What's Scotty Barnes' situation? Is he a free agent?
No, I think he got.
I still like Scotty a lot.
I think he got a bad year or two ago from Toronto. That's why Siakam is out. That's why he in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Turner is a free agent.
Get him the fuck out of here.
He about to get a bag if Indiana don't pay him.
He's a free agent. Patty Mills been.
LA could have had Miles. They bullshitting, dragging their feet.
LA got Finney Smith, Jackson Hayes, Markieff Morris. Who cares?
Get them the fuck out of here.
They got Luka next year.
Markieff is doing incredible on First Take every day.
Luke Kennard is up.
Straight.
He's an ass.
Dr. Robinson is up.
Straight.
Ass. I don't want no white boys. There's only a couple white boys I would even entertain.
Kevin Porter Jr. is up.
Nah. Leave his ass right in Milwaukee.
Gary Trent Jr. is up.
Leave him too.
But you need players. That's who New York need, players like that though.
Them is just shooters. Like them
you need some shooters that come and get buckets off the bench.
We don't need no Kevin Porter Jr. That nigga's a head coach.
The game
I'm talking about Gary Trent Jr.
He don't play a lick of defense though.
Gary Trent Jr.
Gary Trent Jr. I would like him in New York.
You what?
He get buckets. He was balling in Milwaukee.
Gary Payton Jr. is up.
He just fucked up by not catching that fucking pass.
When you next to the best player in the league, like you can look good. You know what I mean?
Reed is up.
Who?
Nas Reed.
Oh, I think he's one of the ones too. Like his situation is so perfect for him. If I'm Nas, I'm re-signing with many. I'm staying with Ant. If I'm Nas. But he might go out there and chase that bag because he's going to get a big bag. I believe he's a former 6th man of the year and everything.
I don't know nobody on this list from the Knicks that's a free agent this year. Precious.
And Anobi or
Achiuwa,
yeah.
Cameron Payne, Laundry
They named the street after that nigga. I like Precious. Yeah, I knew the Knicks went for real when they signed PJ to a 2-year.
You did better than Presence.
Nah.
Wagner's up.
Who was Wagner?
From the Orlando.
Oh, the white boy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't want no white boy.
Max McClung is restricted. He's up.
The dunk champion?
Yeah.
Is he even in the league? Like Philly got his right still?
They got his right still. And he's restricted. The whole Philadelphia 76ers is up.
Does Joel? You wouldn't want that?
No.
Because that's what they've been flirting out there. They saying that they're going to
what?
break up the Philly team more likely.
For what? Why would we waste our time on Joel? He's done. Nigga's body is bad.
Ain't nobody up, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it's a sorry summer. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna be. July 4th is gonna come and go.
If we can get KD for a steal, cool. But like, no.
So you say you only will take KD for a steal?
Yeah. There's no point of it like doing no super investment for KD because I don't feel like KD brings enough.
Only thing you would have to give up at the most for KD would be Cat and a piece or two.
No. So then we back at square zero. Who the fuck is gonna play center for us?
Mitchell.
Man, no, bro. Mitchell can't shoot a fucking free throw, bro.
Mitchell got to go. He's a liability on the end.
Mitchell might get traded. Now he might be able to trade.
Middleton's up.
Yeah, it's a wrap for him too.
Yeah,
I went through every team.
Game like the game is passing a lot of these dudes.
That's
by.
what I'm saying, bro.
It's a different type of game. KD's not one though.
KD missed the boat. He missed the boat, bro.
KD averaged 28. He shot 50%.
Straight.
He shot 40 from 3.
Straight.
He shot 9. He almost had a 50-40-90 last year.
I'm straight. KD. If we got to give up KD, no. It makes no sense to me.
That's all I got. Y'all got anything?
No point in getting older.
What y'all said was going crazy? Nembhard?
Yeah.
See, my two favorite players on that team is Neesmith and Mathurin.
See, Mathurin been struggling this year. Last year he was killing, but he has had some good. I think he had a 20-point game the other day. How y'all feeling about the finals? Do y'all think Indiana is going to win or
Indiana gonna win tonight?
I was hoping they win tonight.
They're gonna win tonight, bro.
I think they're gonna lose by 20 tonight.
They'll lose by 30 or 40.
Who? Indiana?
Yeah.
Y'all crazy. They're not losing by that much.
Yeah, they are.
30 or 40?
Nah, I'll say 20.
30. I'm at 30.
Bet it.
I'm not willing.
Like y'all
I
watch
watch the game. I didn't watch game one.
Y'all out y'all's mind. I'm about to lie. I forgot. Man, I need to find somewhere. I need to find some good to eat.
I don't think that. What time they play? 8:30.
Yeah, I need to find somewhere good to eat.
Too late, and they spacing this shit out. Like the last game was what, Thursday?
Yeah.
Game number 1.
I thought it was going. Yeah, I thought they was gonna play
Saturday. Would
yesterday.
have been perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got OKC. I got them in 6. You know what I mean? I'm still lightweight wanting to bet the 5, but I will take 6 for sure. I really think they going because I think tonight they're gonna fuck around and take their heart with what they do to them tonight, and they're gonna be pissed because they was supposed to win game 1. But that's how the playoffs been all year this year.
And they have been doing it all the whole time.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's been mad comebacks. So I mean, it wasn't as surprising. I think that coach in OKC.
Like Nembhard was going crazy. His numbers look. Yeah,
No,
right.
Nembhard is he controls like his pace. I'm not talking about his necessarily his points.
12?
You said Neesmith is averaging 12. Yeah, he's good too. Like that whole little guard combination that they got over there, they carried the slack for Halliburton because Halliburton was playing terrible.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like they was still in the game because what's the name? Halliburton wasn't even on the ball no more. Nembhard was playing point guard.
I mean, Siakam would have been scoring this year.
Yeah, I mean that's why he got the Eastern Conference.
Like his stats ain't super crazy.
Mathurin averaged 16.
But that's the thing. How much do Nembhard average?
10.
But that's what I'm saying though. They got like 5-6 players averaging double figures.
Oh yeah, they do.
That's what I'm saying. So but Nembhard, so his stats aren't crazy, but these playoffs, he hits big games. I mean, he hits big buckets.
You got to watch him. He's playing point guard.
And he plays valuable minutes. You see what I'm saying, Blaze? Like that's the type of team that you need now.
Watch the game tonight because Lou Dort is taking Halliburton out the game. Nembhard is playing the point.
He's been
playing the point though.
But his stats don't reflect his game, bro. Like when you watch him in the game,
y'all made 2 mistakes in my opinion.
What?
We know one of your mistakes is on OKC. Y'all's other mistake is on the Pacers. That's the 7th player.
Obi?
Yeah, averaging 2.
Nah, Obi I feel like the system works for Obi over there.
Obi's an athlete. You can drop him in on a lot of systems.
Yeah, I feel like.
But New York need niggas like that on their team.
But he wanted to leave New York. He didn't like it there.
Yeah.
Like, he was doing the same thing in New York.
Yeah, but him and Tibbs didn't get along. He tried to fight Tibbs. That's why they got rid of him.
That's part of the reason why Tibbs is up out of there. Like, and I think they're gonna get rid of Brunson's dad too. Like, because I think he's becoming a problem over there. I think he's bigger
You're right,
than
they're 18 from Halliburton, 20 from Siakam, 16
because
Turner, 12 from Naismith, 10 from Nembhard, 16 from Mathurin, and 10 from Obi Toppin. That's a very balanced team.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that.
Hard to beat. That's what I'm saying. Like you need that type. Like that's where the NBA is headed now, Blaze. Like, you got to have a roster like that.
And then the gym rat of all gym rats on that squad, the white boy McConnell. The white boy McConnell come in and be a pest.
Yeah, TJ Doobie.
He averaged 9.1.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He give you valuable minutes.
He averaged 9.
And that's what. And the stats don't reflect what he does in the game. Like you know what I mean. When
he like that white boy that's in Boston.
He. I know you gonna say he's super trash. I know you gonna say it. But Thomas Bryant be giving him good minutes.
Oh yeah, no, that's a Rick Carlisle move right there. He pulled him because that's the vet. Ain't Thomas Bryant? He been in the league a minute, ain't he?
Let me see.
It's one of them dudes that Rick Carlisle went and didn't play hardly a minute in the regular season, and then
he been in the league since 2017.
Yeah, niggas didn't even know who he was. Like, is that the same Thomas Bryant? I like it though, man. I think this is good basketball. Like I don't have a clue what the numbers did in game one. I don't know if y'all looked at that. I know.
Yeah, I did.
That's been the narrative.
They put it out there it was low.
It was super low.
Yeah, like 7.4 million.
Oh yeah, that's dumb low.
And they said Ohio State versus.
I was just say
It's 21 million.
Yeah, that's dumb low. Oh, last thing in basketball. Adam Silver came out and announced All-Star changes again. USA versus the world at All-Star break. How y'all feel about that? I like that.
I don't care.
You don't like it?
I mean, I don't not like it. I just don't care. Like I'm not like the All-Star game doesn't have to come back to me. The All-Star game to me has always been dunk contest. Competition.
And that's the thing. Like I would be okay with them removing the dunk contest.
You know?
Yeah, I'm down with it. I don't like no G League nigga coming in winning the dunk contest 3 years in a row. Like he's three-peat, right?
He's gonna win it again next year.
Yeah, like the fact that he's even allowed to be in it, like that pisses me off. But I am excited about the USA versus the world. That was a big format in hockey, and I thought it was super dope to see it in hockey. And I think it's enough international players to make it work in the NBA. You know what I mean? I think like the last 5 MVPs has all been international players. You know what I mean? So maybe the last 6, I don't know, but that's going to be a tough out for the USA team, especially with the old guard going out now, like with Bron, KD, Steph, and all them. Like you asking these niggas to match up against Giannis, Embiid, SGA, Luka, Siakam. Like that's going to be tough for the USA to match up with them.
You think so?
I do.
I think so.
I do.
Because most of our stars are international.
Yeah. I do. Like I think they changed this format at the wrong time. Like it could potentially backfire on the NBA because now the Americans can get embarrassed.
Who do you got? So let's think about the team.
You got Spider, you got Ja Morant backcourt, you got Halliburton,
You got Tatum
and Brown for sure. Yeah, Tatum. Now it's time for Tatum to step up. Like this is my
Tatum,
league.
Brown, Halliburton,
Ant-Man.
Spider.
They got a lot of guard play. The USA got it. Just the bigs I'm worried about. Where do we go with the bigs with the USA?
Okay.
Against Embiid, Joker,
Just saying.
Giannis. they going Beasley all over again. Like I'm like, dude.
Cat can't believe that he's like the
And I forgot I didn't like Joker. I forgot to even mention Joker. Like,
but I mean, okay, the big, but then it's like, all right, but also, but then that's when you do the 5 outs.
well, Giannis is one of the bigs.
But I'm saying, all right, you do the 5 out. Like, okay, nigga, when we come down on offense, Ant-Man, clear it out. Who gonna stop me from getting the cut?
We'll throw Lou Dort on him. He's Canadian. He can't stop him. I mean, but that. Yeah, he played with the Canadian team in the Olympics.
Yeah, Lou Dort Canadian, Nembhard Canadian.
Yeah, SGA.
SGA's Canadian.
Now they can ISO Luka.
RJ Barrett's Canadian.
Yeah. RJ Barrett, yeah, he is. Kyrie is Canadian. Yeah. Right.
Just saying, Team Canada wasn't bad.
They were.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Olenek is Canadian.
All right, we gonna wrap it up.
What we talking about? You the same nigga talking about go get KD. Yeah. And throw the Knicks right and set the Knicks back. Set the Knicks back.
So we're not listening to Kelly Olynyk and Kevin Durant.
No, what I'm just saying, we just talking about the Canadian.
But the bigs,
we just talking about the
Canadian. AD.
Anthony Davis, yeah.
He's not gonna play. He's gonna be hurt.
Oh no, it's All-Star break. He'll be there.
He'll be there?
Yeah.
Who's you got?
It don't matter who else we have as Americans. Like, you have to look at that front line: Joker, Giannis, Embiid.
But they all need the ball in here. So. But I feel like our guard play cancels out their bigs.
Well, I mean, their guard is the MVP. He might be the best guard in the NBA.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Let's get up out of here, man.
They said,
Damn trash.
They said Cat from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I would say Cat's not American, but Bam is trash. Like,
I mean, a lot of players got that dual citizenship where they can kind of go. You know what I mean?
Bam is definitely American though. He was on the Olympic team. He was on our team. Cat played with the I think like Honduras or some shit. Like,
did
he played with somebody. Yeah, they should tell him.
Oh yeah, they got some big guards.
Hartstein gonna be out there for the bigs.
Our guards gonna cancel it out, man.
I'm not except for that little push shot.
We out, man.
Who we talking about?
Who?
Jared
Who we talking?
Mobley, and I like our boy in Orlando. Is he American?
Banchero?
Banchero. Yeah, Pablo. He American?
I mean, I don't know what it's.
I know he played at Duke, but that don't necessarily mean he American. That's all we got. I do want to. Well, no, I'll wait till next week with that. Anything in closing? Any announcements? Any birthdays?
We do not need KD.
Who we talking about real?
I can't wait till y'all get KD. You be
in
here like,
bro, he said his back.
You be in here like, let's go, Durant. He's not going to. A 50, 40, 90 guy can never set nobody back. You think he set Phoenix back?
That whole Phoenix experience was ass.
Yeah, I mean, because they didn't put nobody. They didn't even have a point guard on their roster.
That whole experiment was ass.
You need a point guard in this league, man. You need that floor general.
Hey, you do.
Yeah, and they didn't have one.
He's from America. He's from
Pablo is. He's from
Seattle, Washington.
I'm about to say I know he's from Seattle, but I don't. You know what I mean? That's still.
Oh yeah, because he was in the Crawford's league out there. Yup, that Penn Summer League.
Who we talking about real?
We out, man. We out. Peace.